is I'm about to the end of my tether with it. I'm going tomorrow to get injections in my ears again. Hopefully that'll help for a couple of days. I have a consultation for an evaluation and a surgical shit, what's the word? Shena, you can do this. Surgical not confirmation.
Consultation.
Thank you. On the
Consultation.
22nd, consultation on the 22nd. So it's one of those things where I'm just like, just hang on till then. You can make it. Just one more day, you can make it. This is like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. It's a lot. It's a lot for someone like me, my brain. So hang tight with me. So let me say this very quickly. I said it on Morbid's panel, and I'm not going to get into it all because we all know, but I saw Mimi exploiting Dank. It was disgusting. And I asked last night if people see that, to please stop that for her friend's sake, to let them grieve, because I know they're hurting. I don't know. I'm at a loss with that. To turn that into an argument is insane. Secondly, to bring Pretzi up and act like me and Pretzi are friends lets me know Pretzi must know some shit on you, girl. Because you don't want anybody believing anything she says. Because to be my friend on here would be TikTok schmuicide, and we know it. So it makes me know Pretzi probably has some information. So, and all the other names Mimi has thrown out there. This woman has wreaked havoc in this community. I saw call logs of calls with Mimi, Rose, and Chewy and another person. And I said, this person is very nervous. I mean, they took threats seriously and they're afraid and they don't want to come forward. However, they have since given me permission to come forward with that. I do need to go through and redact out phone numbers because I don't want anybody whinging that I've doxed somebody. But there's lots of pages. I was going to do that today. I ended up not having time. I will get it done. I will put it out. They showed me the screenshots of the players. And it was Chewy, Rose, Mimi, and Pretzi, I believe, was being used. And others were being used. So that will come out as well. Just give me time to redact out personal information. Hopefully I can get that done tomorrow. There's messages I received where Rose is asking Bayou Bell when I'm going to Louisiana to find that information out. Why Rose needed to know that, I don't know. I did hear through the grapevine she wanted to know, so I posted it plain on my page. I'm going to Louisiana during these dates. Now, let me make this very plain for myself. And the days of me being PC are just about done here. If you think for 1 second that you will threaten me or mine in any way, and I travel with my child to Louisiana. They're grown, but they're still my kid. If you think in any way that you will make any threat toward me that I deem serious, and a lot of it I don't. Trust me, I don't. I will blow your fucking brains out all over the sidewalk, street, or wherever we are to defend me and my child. That is not a threat to anyone. That is just a fact of what will happen. So, if you want to know my whereabouts, and I'm not threatening anybody, I'm just saying that is what will happen with Big Sheen. If you want to know my whereabouts, think deeply before you make a move. The state of Tennessee says that I am legally licensed to carry and conceal, and I do that. The state of Tennessee says that I am allowed to stand my ground, and I will do that. So let's get that out of the way, move along. Secondly, I saw Fez festering, being abused on Keisha's panel Monday night. She was being emotionally abused. I watched the replay. It was very hard. I went up to try to help her to get her off that panel, and they thought it was real cute to keep dropping me, because all that brings in views, and we're all about the views around here, right? So, and Punch didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I don't see how asking for your dad's birth date is, Punch, stay fucking fat. Just go stay fat somewhere, because you don't know what you're talking about. You weren't there for that conversation. You don't know how Fez was being poked and prodded. I do. I was there. So then I hear today Puffy carrying on about how Fez threatened her last night. For those of you that missed it, Fez came on my panel last night, and she did make some threats. Excuse me, I will get the pronouns wrong. I apologize ahead of time. I really am working on it. Fez made some threats that were wrong. No doubt they were wrong. I immediately went behind the scenes to two people that I know they're close to and said, look, Fez is on my panel and I think they're in trouble. And can you help? Because if you know Festering's one of the sweetest, kindest people you will ever meet. And they wouldn't, they even had a conversation with me one day about how they won't even kill a cockroach. And I was like, no, bitch, you got me fucked up. So I knew they weren't being serious, but I knew that they were in mental health crisis. They've not only said so, they've also taken action to harm themselves in the past. It's not a fucking joke and it's not a damn game. But today, on Keisha's panel, once again, they made a huge mockery of it and thought it was real cute and funny. And I'm going to say this. Puffy can lie all she wants. She's told me to unalive myself so many times I can't count. I have the screenshots. She runs around telling people that. She runs around calling people the R word, all that shit, whatever. But don't you dare fucking lie, you coward, and act like you didn't do shit to Fez and you didn't know what you were doing about her dad's birthday, because I will pull the screenshots and I will show the proof. All right?
Shena, you're beeping. You're beeping, Shena.
Huh?
You're beeping.
Oh, shit. Thank you, Belinda.
You're welcome.
You will not exploit Festering for your bullshit. You won't do it. When some of you tried to exploit Lindsay for her DV, that just wasn't going to fly on my watch. This stops here and it stops fucking now. Someone is in serious harm's way. They are a harm to themselves. They are in deep grief. Thank you, Rachel, for trying to comfort them last night. I appreciate that. If one hair on their head moves crazy, you're going to pay for what you're doing. And I will make sure that happens. You will leave Festering alone. Festering's friend said to me today, I'm so worried that I'm making myself physically sick, worrying. And I understand that, because when Lindsay was in her DV situation, I was so nervous that she wasn't going to make it out, because people on here, of course, contacted her abuser and messed the plan up. I was so nervous and worried that I started taking it on myself and making myself physically sick. So I understand that. This is not a joke. It's not a game. No, we don't condone what they said at all. But you know what, Puff? You do it all the time to people. All the fucking time, you coward. Leave Festering alone. Leave them the fuck alone and do it now.
And God
It's my
forbid you
best
be the
advice to you.
bigger person. And if you know this person has these issues, you know this, be the bigger person, Puffy, and walk away. That was disgusting. That behavior was disgusting on that live this morning. I don't even know who she is. But if you know this about this person and you did it just to hurt them, that's retaliation. And this has been going on, like Sheena says, since Monday. It needs to stop. Be the bigger person.
It doesn't need to stop. It will fucking stop. I promise you it will fucking stop. It will stop. It stops now. Leave them alone. Let people that care about them help them, and their family is aware. There's a system in place to help them at this point. Stop fucking with people that say I am mentally struggling right now. It's not fucking fodder, quiche. It's not numbers, bitch. It's not. And I also heard Starlight say in that replay, ask if Festering was a man. Not even gonna do it. Not even gonna go there. All right. You got your asses bested. And someone asked me what that means. I got the fucking best of you. And you can't stand it. Some people can't stand to lose. They just can't. And I know it sucks. I lost a couple of times back when I was a kid. I get it. You can't fucking best me. And instead of coming at me head on, you cowered around and you slither around and go after someone who you think is weak. And I'm going to tell you something about Festering. Festering fucking weak. Festering might be weak right now because they're in a mental state that is beyond their help, beyond their control. But Festering's not weak. I promise
Period.
you that.
Period.
You fucking cowards going after someone who has verbally said, I want to harm myself. I am in grief over losing my father. I'll pull every fucking screenshot. I'll pull that conversation out. So you keep sitting on panels lying, making it fucking fodder. We'll do it. But you will leave them alone. And they better not harm themselves because of your actions and your doing. They better not. And if you're that scared, Puffy, if you're that scared, Puffy, do what you told Sal's to do. Go make a fucking police report, you coward. Get your fat ass out from behind that computer, sitting there with your ho-hos and ding-dongs getting fatter. You're so fucking fat I can hear ya. And do something about it if you're that fucking scared. And yeah, I said it. She's a fucking fat lard ass. I can say that because I'm a fat lard ass too. How about that? Evelyn, don't make me start on it, girl.
Well, you know, Sheena, every time Fez goes up on panel, the whole army needs to go and support her, try getting her off of them, or get them off of it.
She's weak, and she tried to pick someone who she thought was weak because she would never come at me head on. She'd never come at Ryder head on. All she could say to us was, go and alive yourself or call us the R word. Yawn. I'm fucking bored already thinking about it. You got bested, bitch. You can't get the best of us. You couldn't stand it. So you kicked us out of the CTW because Axe made you a mod. I got kicked out. I fucking dug it, man. I got kicked out because me and Terry are hard hitters. You will not fuck with Fez from this moment further. Fez is sick. Fez needs help. People that love them are trying to get them that help. And you're not going to be the catalyst for them to harm themselves. Not on my fucking watch. You fat lard ass. Go do something with yourself. Be useful. Okay, now moving on from that. Let me see if someone who was going to be here is here. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right. Hopefully they're coming here in just a minute. Well,
Have
yeah.
you
Yeah,
checked?
man. Well, I mean, I'm a fucking fat ass too, but I don't see her behind my phone sitting there snacking and snorting up pretzels and Cheetos and shit, fucking with people who are mentally ill. That's the difference.
Sheena, have you rechecked your blood sugar since you've been online with us?
Checked what?
Your blood sugar.
Oh, I don't care about it. It'll go down. It always does. It's
At
no
least
big deal.
about an hour. Give it at least an hour.
It's because of the slushy. You'll
Yup.
see. You'll see my blood sugar. It'll be like, and then when I drink a slushy, it's like,
I be
and then
fussing
it's
you all the time, Sheena, in the comments. I be fussing about that slushy. I see it on your face.
okay. I got somebody coming. Actually, two people coming because
I can drop if you need.
no, I think we're okay. Oh, let me mention this too. When Mimi went up on Cases Live today and made a joke and a mockery out of Dank, which was I'm still disgusted by. She should be fucking ashamed of herself, but I know her ass ain't. I can tell you that. Oh, God, now I got sidetracked on that disgust. Oh, she was like, Pretzy's working with Sheena behind the scenes. No, but you know who wanted to work with Big Sheen behind the scenes? Mimi did. You know why? You want to know why? Because Autumn was no longer sitting up on her panel pulling in people and money and shit. So she wanted to call Autumn out to be a liar and wanted to scheme with me on how to do it. I
Yes.
says, okay, so I says, what you got in mind? Because I really wondered what she was plotting and planning and shit. And she got a little irked because before she could pull a plot together, Gypsy and Ken went on somebody's live, and Ken spoke about how he felt about the whole thing because Mimi wanted them to come on her live, as if that would ever happen, and speak their side of what they felt about the fuckery Autumn was doing. So Mimi wanted to work with Big Sheen people. Yeah.
Mimi getting too big for her britches. You know what?
I've always said it's about the clicks, views, and the gifts with Mimi. It's always been about that, and as much drama as she could possibly serve.
I um there was one person who was live, and while they were live, Chewy was messaging them, telling them what to say. I have that too. I just need actually to redact his name out of it because even though Mimi doxed him and try to make it look like someone else did, I don't want to do that. I don't want to dox him. So, you know, yeah, I don't want that because then they'll turn anything that they see into, oh, Sheena doxed Chewy. No, bitch, I ain't giving you that. So, again, these call logs, I've got to go through. And even though Mimi blurts her damn number out on panel, I've got to mark that out because I don't want anybody to lose focus of what's happening here. I think when we fail to realize the danger that Sal's was in and could potentially still be in, we're failing her. And I think Chewy's friends are failing him by not getting him the help he needs. And that's my point. We're not going to fail festering. Not over here, we're not.
I agree.
And I saw them on a panel a little while ago laughing and have a good time. It made my heart so happy to see them laughing.
Even though all the clowns was kind of up there, and Sparky went and tried to intervene, but it was good to see everyone having a good time. I agree. Well, not everyone was having a good time, but the
Well,
dummy.
I mean, I think you better know what you're doing and what you're talking. Because here's the thing: I was never scared of morbid. I don't have anything to hide. So I don't care. Was always my take on things. Um, I I still I don't have secrets, people. Even if you find one, I'll fucking own it because I don't think I have any. But when you tell someone or you say out loud that you're gonna contact their child and have them on your panel, you better know who you're fucking with. And I know Morbid has. It's kind of like the Sweethearts. The Sweethearts are a group, and they work together, and they'll fuck you up if you fuck with them. It's just the way it is. So I know Morbid has people that will make it their life's goal to make your life fucking hell if you fuck with them. You know, like the Sweethearts have someone up their sleeve, and I don't want to say too much, but people think hiding behind fake accounts and doing all this fuck shit you can't be found. Not true, baby. Not true. So your best bet is to just don't fuck with somebody unless you're ready for what's going to come back on you and come your way. Manuela, if I could eat a whole damn box of ding dongs and ho hos and Twinkies, I would sit here and do it. I haven't had sweets since December. And I fucking love pastries and cake and shit. I know I can't do it, Evelyn, but if I had them here, I would do it. I'm not begrudging Puffy for eating her snack cakes and bullshit and being, you know, 350 pushing 400. I've never been that big, but I've been big. I mean, I'm not judging or anything. I'm just saying, get up behind your computer and run a few laps or some shit and leave people alone that are mentally ill and quit trying to act like you didn't do shit. I think I showed the screenshots, or I'll show them again for y'all who missed it while we're waiting on these couple of people to get over here. Okay, let's see. I have so much in my phone now that people have sent me. It's insane. And I'm going to have to go through it, like I said, and redact some stuff, but I will put it out. I wanted to have that done by tonight, but it's a lot. I wanted Bree to help me, but Bree's working right now, so she's kind of busy. So, um, let's see. Whew, Jesus, I'm going to have to find it.
Have surgery and you're in the hospital after having surgery and you want a slushie, don't let them bring you a red one because you will scare the crap out of the medical staff. When I was in the hospital, that's all I ate was red slushies. Somebody brought me a red slushie and they thought I was, having red stuff coming out.
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to drink red or purple. Actually, I will be having surgery to have these implants in my ears, but let me go to my photos real quick. The best way for me to do it than to sit here and go through all my pictures is to pull them right where I know they're at. So hang tight. 1 second.
So it's not a secret that I have an ostomy. I've never been quiet about it. So right after my very first surgery, I was sitting there in the hospital room. I wanted something, but I didn't want what they had. And so every night somebody bring me a cherry slushy. And the first time they emptied my ostomy, they thought that I was just bleeding out, and they were like going frantic. And they're like, "Well, what'd you eat? What'd you eat?" And I said, "Oh, this red slushy here." They're like, "Oh, okay." So I learned real quick to make sure they knew you had a red slushy. Give everybody a good laugh today.
You came in clutch, Sparky.
Hold on, I know exactly where they're at. Give me 1 second. Well, actually, hey, Pretzi, come on up.
Hello,
Yes.
everyone.
What's up, Pressy?
Hey there. I know that there's a couple more people coming, Pretzi, but I want you to be able to say whatever you need to say. I also have already cleared up that we aren't friends and working together behind the scenes, which when Mimi said that, just let me know that you know shit on her. You must know shit on her, because why in the hell would she ever think that we were working on something? You get what I mean? She tells off on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need the big box, or are you okay where you're at?
I'll start because there's a lot of how can I explain it?
Okay.
We can go through and then I'll let you know if I need to big box. Lady V,
Lady V's here.
so glad. I was talking to her all day. Um, yes, Sheena and I are not friends. However, Sheena and I were adults and worked out our differences in private. Um, that's the only other time that we talked about was the autumn stuff that was private family stuff, and it was basically I was a third party to kind of calm the situation down. Other than that, no, we're not friends. Um I have a lot of people that are asking and begging for help. They, just like everyone else, want Mimi gone for the abuse that she does onto others for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
There is a long list. A lot of people aren't comfortable coming forward because they're scared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, a lot of evidence that I have, I could show Sheena in private, but there's names of people and families to protect, and I have to keep that in mind. But Mimi,
Mm-hmm.
um, Mimi threatens people behind the scenes. Um, she will demand you on panel to admit to what she wants you to, even if in the wrong. And if you don't do so, she makes your life a living hell.
Mm-hmm.
Rogi is one of them. She did and threatened to put his nudes out that live. And she messaged Rogi threatening that if he did not get on panel and admit that there was a indeed headboard video, that she would release information and pictures for the sole purpose of he just because he won't get on panel and admit to what she wants.
I saw that message.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I don't think that is very cool. And I had already tried to pull away from Mimi a month prior and told her that I can no longer back Mimi up for the fuck shit that she does and says. She does it on purpose, and there's no reason to other than clicks and views and drama.
I think that I may get a phone call in the middle of talking. If I do, I'll come right back. But I think Steph Tone had a good point that I thought about. Some people, when Okay. Um, is anybody talking?
Oh, we waited.
No, we waited.
Okay. Um, I think Steph Tone made a point that I thought about when people, and she didn't say some of this. She didn't say. I'm adding in my thoughts, but she said the majority of it here. When people feel out of control in their life, like they don't have any power and they're not in control, they look for it in other ways. And I really thought a lot of this was about money, and I still think it is. Because I saw the message to Autumn. Oh my God, girl, you're missing a gifting party, girl. They're throwing gifts and so of course, Mimi doesn't get in the fuckery for no reason. There's got to be money involved. Wilson, I knew Wilson was throwing big money at her, and she's been caught in lies about the Wilson situation, which I've seen that proof as well. Like said that she went and gave a deposition, um, because Wilson lost her job over people on TikTok. And then another message that says she was gonna go give a deposition. You get what I mean? So, but I honestly think that Steph Tone is onto something. I think that Mimi wants to feel like she's in some kind of power of a group of people, and so she participates in fuckery and shit, to keep those people coming back for more drama because it makes her feel powerful. Because in reality, she has no power. Does that make sense?
Yes.
To threaten people like, I'm going to do this to you if you come forward with the truth and blah, blah, blah. To her, that's some kind of power over somebody. So I'm very happy that I don't think you're the kind of person that cares about it, Pretzi. And I'm very happy that Lady V found the courage to come forward and say, this is what happened and I've had enough. Because I think they sit and watch this situation unfold with Chewy and Mimi and everybody, and it made them nervous. And I can't blame them for like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
fucking
it. Why
dangerous.
they're scared to death, and they asked me to come speak on their behalf to make sure that they were comfortable. I tried to inform everyone that all grudges and swords are laid down for this topic, that it's a safe place. If they want to tell their story, that they can do it. They have evidence. Like, it's not just one person; it's the whole community. They went to Morbid trying to get Morbid's attention, but Morbid doesn't know a lot, so he wants proof, and like I said, they're scared. Um, and I understand it with the threats that she gives and her track record of what she does to people and calling on real life. It's deplorable.
Is it okay if I say something real quick?
Sure.
Because y'all know I'm not exactly comfortable with this right now.
Yes.
Pretzi, just for my mental health and well-being, can you help me on my end say that Mimi 1,000% was involved in setting me up with the Chewy and Rose thing?
Correct. Mimi was in contact, like I stated when the private live came out. Lady V did scare me. I didn't know what to think or what to do or anything. I didn't understand it, but looking from the outside point of view now, I understand. And it's like people explain when you're friends with somebody, you want to be protective. And I think certain people, I don't know the extent of who, but I know for sure Mimi is one. Hold on. And so she was fully aware and in contact with Lady V the entire time, and for her to say she knew nothing about it is a complete lie. She was very well aware. Mimi is the one that told me before V, and she stated that she was on phone calls with them and that she was fully aware. And she's gonna say that she's gonna try and say, like, I'm involved or whatnot, because yes, I did text Mimi, and I can show that to anybody that wants. I have text messages on my phone that I told her to stop. Like, chill out, stop pushing the subject, because if it was truly something that they were trying to work on, that she was messing everything up by doing and saying too much and threatening people and pushing them to their limits. And so that's where she gets and says that I was involved. I knew about it. I didn't know the extent. I knew what Lady V told me, and I knew what Mimi told me, and that's it.
Well, I told these women, I said, look, at this point, I don't care your extent here because the core of it needs to be rooted out. There's 3 players at the core. There's Chewy, Rose, and there's Mimi. Chewy and Rose have had their shit come out. Mimi is still able to slither around and hide. I have the call logs between Chewy, Rose, Mimi, and Lady V, and there's pages. And I've got to go through and redact numbers. Pages. Not just a page. Pages. Like, I have the screenshot where Chewy is trying to tell Lady V what to say. And she can tell more about that herself. I also have the screenshot with Bayou Bell saying, I went into a live and I doxed Sal's. And Sal said, hey, I'm being doxed in the comments. So I know now that this is in fact Sal's name. And there's Sal's name. So I have to take that out. They were systematically trying to torment Sal's, and that is just the truth of it. And
Shena,
I
do
don't
you mind
care.
if I say a little bit?
I don't care what part you played in it, because I think all of you were being used. From what I have seen, I have said I don't care what part you played in it. I don't care if you did dirty fuck shit. I get it. But coming forward now, like that 7-hour phone call, coming forward to say this is not okay and Sal's could really get hurt, I have a lot of respect for that, because that took a lot of bravery and courage to do.
Do you mind if I say a quick thing? And again, y'all don't understand how fucking how terrifying this is right now. Because as soon as this drops, as soon as they start streaming, they're gonna come with more crap for me. This has been months of this. I went away for a reason. I was a freaking coward. And to everyone, I apologize. If y'all thought some stuff about me, yeah, you were probably right. It got to the point, and I'm not going to post everything. I have given them to who they need to be given to. In one of the screenshots, and I know Sal's is here. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was Sparky. I'm sure you can actually help me out with this one. Oh, you're not here. There was a whole debacle over whether Sal's had said if she got the information or if, fuck me, I'm shaking. Or if Sparky had said it, whatever the situation was that happened. It was like the next day or a couple days later, there was a panel that was held. Sal's was on there. I don't remember whose panel it was, but Sal's was on there and was talking about the situation, and someone had said, hey, let Lady V up. She's got the screen recording. She's pretty quiet. She'll be fair. And I began playing the screen recording that I personally made because I had been asked to. Because that was my job. That was my role. I get a text message on my phone, and Shena, Pretzi, anyone who's seen it, please call me out if I'm lying. It says, ask her where she got it. The next message is, you need to turn that off and call me now. And that was directly from Chewy and Rose. Then I was sent a transcript with the permissions of what I could fucking say. And if anyone remembers that live or seen it, oh, fudge. I got back on panel and I pretty much stated to everybody, hey, just to let you know, I just got off the phone with Rose and this is what she's told me I can say. Like, y'all thought some stuff about me, but I am telling you, the truth was out there the whole damn time for anyone to see. And if you think Mimi didn't know every step of the damn way, to the point when they sent me after Sal's, me getting phone calls upon phone calls upon phone calls, being coached what to fucking say, how to approach her. I was a coward. I ran away, but the threats were real. And right now, I've got an even bigger target doing this. But Sal's is worth it.
And from what I have seen and understand, what they do is they make sure to have information on you so that if you ever tell anybody the truth or come forward, they've got something to use against you. Lady V has a family, and she was so nervous that it took me a lot to convince her that it's okay. Because if you come for her, Mimi, in any way, there is now a system in place that will handle you. You better not bother her, and you better leave her alone.
Oh, also,
Period.
Fancy, I want to tell you, and I'm going to tell Shena, and I'm going to tell everyone. I was asked, and I was put up to the so-called mission of trying to be friends with everyone and become everybody's mods that I could so they could get all the live replays. And Fancy, you were one of the biggest ones they wanted me to go after with that. This is how controlling this crap is. This, like, y'all didn't see it and y'all thought some stuff about me, and I'm sorry. I like, that's all I got, you guys. I'm sorry. I can't apologize more.
Well, Lady V, do you know why they did that? Because they wanted to use every single person that had any information in the Gypverse. They wanted that information, then discard them. Because as soon as they got my drive, which I still subscribe to the Good Ride Network thing because I took the drive off hers and I put it onto another one, but I still subscribe because that was her work. But once they got my drive, well, actually Fancy's drive, they were done with me. They got what they wanted.
I was cast to the side the night that I went on panel with Sal's, and the moment I broke the strings is when I was having conversation with Sal's, because I will be very honest, I didn't want to be on the earth anymore. That is how low it got me. And Sal's is the one that started talking me out of it and letting me know that I could walk away. And if it wasn't for Sal's, I cannot tell you how dark it could have gotten. And when I went on panel with her that night and people were questioning me, I made the boldest statement I've probably ever made in my life, and it was, I fuck with Sal's. I like her. Come at me. And the moment I did that was the moment I became public enemy number one, because I wasn't a puppet anymore. And I am not going to condone any of my actions. I'm not going to condone anything. But what I will say is no one knew what was happening behind the scenes. And I have apologized to Sal's I don't know how many times. I never gathered private information from Sal's. I told her what was happening, and I sent her screenshots that I could. There was a lot. And
It's a lot.
there's still a lot that I'm not ready to say or talk about. But all I can tell you guys is what's getting ready to come out from the other side, or from these people. Please take it with a grain of salt. And if you have questions, ask somebody instead of accusing. Just ask, because there is a lot. And this, I'm telling you, this just made the target even bigger, even fucking bigger. But I'm not the only one they did it to. They did it to Elena. You guys heard that despicable phone call where, you know, he says the most deplorable things about Sal's and what he would do. And if y'all listen to it, the thing he mentioned Sal's, and in the same sentence he says, you know, and Lady V, we could have asked her to do anything and she would have done it. Well, y'all, that was damn well true. And if that doesn't show you a little bit of proof that what I'm saying is true, then look at the fact that Mimi just the other day, when this was talked about, the first name out of her mouth was me.
Yep.
First name.
Yeah. I knew when she was over there throwing your name and other names out because she knew. She knew that truth was coming. Because if none of this were true, why would she pull any of y'all's names out? Who are y'all? You get what I'm saying? It doesn't take much to follow the red bouncy ball. It does for some, I get it. But most people can get it. Well, that's not true. Not on this app. Jesus, Shena. People can get the red bouncy ball. They just refuse to follow it sometimes. There, that's better. But I'm saying my whole thing with this, when I went live the other night and was so shook up because I had seen so much and realized the depths of how far this went. And I felt that Salzardi was not fucking safe. Not only did I feel that, but the people that know Chewy and Rose a hell of a lot better than I do did not feel that her safety was off the table yet. And it made my spirit very fucking restless. Now I know tonight Sal's is very well protected, so it's like, okay. You know, that was like priority there. But these women to come forward and tell the truth know that they're probably going to be doxxed, their jobs are going to be called, their families are going to be harassed. Watch and see, because that's what Mimi does. That's what she does. So don't be surprised if it happens to some of these people. And I told Lady V, there's people that are going to turn on you for telling the truth, and we are not going to leave you alone. We right here are going to rally around you and not leave you alone.
So you know what that means? Every single person they've had any kind of friendship with, any phone number that they have of that person, they're going to come after them too. And I've been waiting for them.
Like I said, I talked to Lady V about what to have in place because, I mean, if you've watched Mimi for any length of time, you know what she does. She calls jobs, she calls families, she does all that. So Lady V really went out on a limb to speak out tonight. And I appreciate her courage, because it took courage. Because, and I'm asking this community, I don't give a fuck if you like Sal's or not. Don't let Mimi do that to anybody who speaks and comes forward. You should be able to speak and come forward with the truth and not have that done to you.
It's not even more the fact about styles, it's just general purpose. Like, why would you do that to people?
Yeah,
Like, these people are terrified. There's certain people that come into my chat just to feel safe.
yeah,
And I can only do so much. And like I tell them, without evidence or receipts, I can't do much either. And they're so scared.
yeah,
It's sad. And like I said today earlier, if she does this on the internet to people she doesn't even know, just to a screen name, what does she do to people in real life?
yeah,
And we know she came from another community. I was there too. She knows that. Her track record isn't nice. And for her to get on panel and just say the crazy, insane shit that she does, and it's blatant lies. Just blank, straight up lies. And she does it to get reactions. It's like reactive abuse.
Mm-hmm.
She will lie and make the narrative fit to her and make the AIs and everything just to trigger people. And like to a point, it's funny, yeah, like if you're trolling, but she goes way beyond that. Take for instance just my story. No one knew my story. Mimi knew it in real life, and she used it as a weapon against me. So I came out first and put it out there because I wasn't going to give her that power. Now everybody's in her chat and believes everything that she says with no proof whatsoever. And I've told her, prove it. Prove what you're saying, because I know you can't without manufacturing or altering something to fit your narrative. And that's not fair to me because everyone knows I might troll or joke or be sarcastic, but I'm true to my word.
I always go when it was shared with me because I thought, what's the motive here? I know money is a motive. I know being top dog is a motive. But the conversation I had about how indoctrinated, oh hey Bree, how indoctrinated that hate is within Chewy to drive him to be doing these things. Again, I'm asking his friends to please get this man help. And I thought Rose was an innocent party, but from what I've seen, she's not. She was right there with him every step of the way. And, I said before, somebody's going to get hurt. Key wanted to act like I made that as a threat. It wasn't a threat, it's an observation. Like, somebody's going to get fucking hurt. Some people have been hurt. But I'm the messenger, and so the message is not received. But dude, like, there's so much fuckery involved in this. It's crazy. But I will work on redacting information where I can put some of that stuff out. Because maybe if you see it, you'll get you'll get my reaction. I gotta stop. Bree, go ahead. What are you up to? And let me tell you something, Lady V. I appreciate the courage that you showed tonight. And if you get fucked with in any way, I always say we're an island against the ocean, but we got a fucking cavalry over here that'll ride hard. I promise you that.
Nothing. I just miss y'all.
Wilson.
Hi. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Wilson asked me to speak on her behalf if you're okay with that. She's still kind of.
Wilson
Didn't Wilson
is
just lie about a
a
donation
liar.
to an
Okay.
anonymous
No.
person, though?
I don't know the gist of that, but I am just stating that Mimi was involved. She knew about it. She said that they communicated about it. I don't know to the extent. I haven't even watched any lives about it. I've heard. I took yesterday off in honor of Dank. But from what she's shown and said, Mimi is involved. Mimi also gets jealous if she hears other people are gifted or whatnot and wants to come out with stories. That's the main problem in Mimi is that she takes what she's told and twist it and
Yep.
makes you believe what she's saying, but it's not like she only has half the information. She just assumes what's going on and what she says is law. That's all I can say on that topic. I don't have a dog in that race. I'm just saying that what I've seen,
What
Mimi
Aubrey said
knew.
is very important. If she can prove Mimi is involved, that's fine, but her involvement won't be ignored.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not per se picking. Like I said, I don't know anything on that situation. Just what I heard and hearsay, and I really don't trust chat with hearsay, because they add and take away, play the telephone game. So I tried playing a live today and it was edited. So just trying to figure out, but I know what I was told and what the little bit that I've seen is Mimi
Dog,
knew.
Sheena?
No, it's mine.
Oh, okay.
Is that my dog?
No, it's not yours.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I had my hand up. I have a question. I want to know, Mimi said earlier on her live that Wilson gave Mimi a picture of Sal's. She
Like a
admitted
real
on her
picture.
live. Yeah. Like,
I can ask. I haven't heard that.
I wanted to bring up something. So Mimi has been involved with Wilson this whole time, and she's known all along that Wilson has lied. This isn't the first thing Wilson's lied about. We all know this. And I got a message earlier from Mimi because she told me about a week ago that she had gave a deposition for Wilson. And then today, Mimi says, well, I thought I was going to have to go give one. So she completely contradicted what she said a week ago. And I have a lot that I could say about this situation regarding Wilson. But it's about Mimi right now. But Mimi's just as involved as Wilson is. And
Oh, yeah.
like, this is all twisted and messed up, and I believe Wilson shouldn't be here just as much as Mimi shouldn't be here.
I
So
agree.
Period.
that's just how I feel, and I want to talk more about it later, but there's a couple people I'd like to talk about eventually.
You all right, Sheena?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just making sure everybody's okay because, it took a lot for Lady V to come forward and
It did because
she knows Mimi has information on her to dox her and fuck with her real life and stuff. And I hope that if anything happens to Lady V in that manner, that people will hold Mimi accountable for that. But there's also things in place that Lady V can do about that if it happens as well. Because Mimi doesn't like to be bested. We saw that with Kelsey's husband. She does not like to be bested and to be made to look like a fool. What she does on her own, she does her own damn self. Got her ass beat on Springer, like drug her across the state. Okay, I'm getting off topic, but I'm saying she doesn't like to be bested and she takes it personal and then tries to come back and just like fuck with that person like she did Kelsey and her husband. You get what I mean? So
She's done it to a lot of us in this community.
Wait a minute. Somebody just said they're doxing Sal's photo on Nellie's live.
What?
Did you hear me? They're doxing. They're putting Salzardi's picture up on Nellie's live right now.
Are you fucking kidding me?
if I find that to be true,
That's
I
fucked
can,
up.
I need to have it confirmed. I can promise you this, Nellie, it won't go unchecked.
Says it's Mimi doing it.
Someone said, don't put her picture up there. And Mimi's like, I'm not trying to. Yes, she was.
That's Mimi's motive, is she slips it out in slide remarks.
Well, Steph Stone said she blurted out, but why would she show it at all? That's what Mimi does. She don't like it. Truth's coming out. She's getting bested. Dude, the Idaho 4 community try to tell people, like, this is what she does. This is what she does, dude. Like, I'm not shocked at all.
She needs to take
Why
her
even blur it
people.
out? Why even show Sal's picture? It's
She needs
dirty and you know it.
she needs to take her people and leave people of this community the fuck alone that don't want anything to do with her.
That just proves exactly what Pretsy just said, that Mimi has the picture.
She's pretending it was an accident. Yeah, Wilson's big fake donation to charity was an accident too. I'm so fucking sure. Which I'm not okay with what Wilson did. That's not cool. But I knew, God dang it, I knew the minute that shit went down that Mimi was behind it. Because listen, when me and Pretzi got into it and had our issue, where'd Mimi go? Running over to Pretzi. When Wilson had the issue and it got proven that she was a liar, where'd Mimi go? Running over to Wilson. She runs to the fuckery and then sits behind the scenes perpetuating shit.
Yeah, she's showing over text messages from Wilson and her about Sal's right now. But the thing is, I flash back to when she was in the middle of them when they were looking into exposing and Quiche, and how she was just part of the text message but never said anything. It's the same thing, dude. Like you you knew this was going on, you didn't say anything.
She's saying that it was an accident. She's so sorry. She didn't know it was going to be there. Apparently, Wilson sent her my picture. And then Granny
Well,
Loves Papa in the comments is saying, I've seen Sal's. Let me see. I'll tell you if it's her. Who hasn't
Hmm.
seen my fucking shit on here, Chewy
Y'all
Rose?
passing her
I
fucking
have
picture
not.
around. That's
Well,
disgusting.
Sal's Lady V said in the chat that Mimi has always had your information.
She couldn't have. I'm sorry, nobody had it but Anna had my phone number. This didn't start until Anna gave it to Chewy and Rose. And then everybody got it. CNJ claims that she has it. Apparently, Wilson has it to send to Mimi. Fucking Cajun Bayou Beauty said like 3 weeks ago she's seen my picture. So everything that Chewy and Rose claimed that I did, the predatory behavior, that's what they're doing. You haven't seen any of their photos from their Facebook, their address, their phone numbers, the fucking video of their disgusting fucking house. You haven't seen any of that because that's not what I do. This is what they do.
let me say
Mimi
very
has to
quickly,
go.
hidden in plain sight. Thank you for asking. I'm fine. I'm just really tired. But for you, I really don't appreciate you taking a video, and taking Ken out of that video and manipulating that video to make it look like Gypsy was cutting a headboard. I don't know why you did that. I don't know what your point in doing that was, but it's on my page because I didn't appreciate that. But I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I'm just really tired. Like the past few days have been a lot, and dealing with not being able to hear is a lot on my brain, and it mentally wears me down. And it just is what it is. So Wilson sent Sal's picture to Mimi. Steph, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good,
I
guys. I'm
love these
good. I'm
people.
just
Is
tired.
she ugly? She's gross. Posh is in the fucking comments, just supporting all of this. I never did this to
Can we
anybody. I
hear
never
it?
would do this to anybody. And y'all, I'm just gonna shut my
Let
mouth.
me ask a question I've been wanting to, because I was over in Morbid, so I missed a brunt of this live. But I wanted to know for the people that were supporting Mimi at the time, and you're hearing all these truths and you're knowing them. At what point was it that you were wanting to come out? Is because you guys were crossed and not the fact that you were watching all this unfold? You were keeping it a secret, you know?
With me, it was when she spatted out zombie street name. She did it on purpose, and then as soon as she stepped off the panel, or Keish asked her about it, she straight up lied and said she didn't say
I think
that.
Nelly is I'm sorry, Pretzi. I think Nelly is threatening
Steph.
to put out my picture of what because Mimi is saying that I invalidated her abuse. You guys, this is sick. People in the comments are saying that they want to vote to see if I'm pretty or not. Like this is so just. I'm sorry. This is so
Oh my
disgusting.
god.
Well, I've seen your picture. I think you're beautiful, but that's
Seen
just
it?
me.
Oh, have you seen it? Everybody has. It's fine. May as well just change my profile photo. So much for being fucking anonymous on here.
She's gonna
Well,
lift the mask, bro. She's gonna
That's
I
lift
what
the
they say.
mask.
They
I
say
have not. I go out of my way to make sure that I do not, because you're anonymous on here and that's what you wanted. So I know there's a few people with me that did the same thing, that they didn't want to see it.
Um,
And teammate,
Steph Tone wanted up, and I told her to hang on. I didn't think we had a box, but we actually do down there. But now I don't see your request, Steph Tone. If you could
Yeah, I'm
request
already up.
again.
I'm already up,
here.
She
Shena.
is on Nelly's panel. They are streaming
Yes,
us.
they
Nelly,
are
I didn't do
streaming.
whatever it is that you
I
just said. If you put
okay.
out my
I'm not.
picture,
I've got that volume turned down. They can hear
oh,
y'all,
you're
but I
on here
can't
too.
hear them.
Please tell
So
Nelly that whatever Mimi
Oh
told her
my
is a
god.
lie, so she shouldn't be putting
okay.
out
Oh,
my
there you
picture
She
are.
based
just
on
she
hearsay.
just she just heard that, but I can't hear any response from them. I got that volume turned down because I don't like Mimi. I panel with her because other people, Nelly has her on her panel. That's Nelly's choice. I don't try to tell people who they can be friends with. But my question is to Pretty and V, because back when I was with you all and I was supporting Mimi, and y'all would send me stuff and y'all never included that Mimi was that deep in it. Y'all knew even after I didn't like her, you never told me. You told me about Chewy and Rose and the shit he was trying to do to Sal's. I didn't agree with it then. I don't agree with it now, and I didn't know it would go as far as it has. But
would you
you
have listened to it?
and you
Would you
told
have
me that
listened?
yes. Do what?
Would you have listened? Because you and I have had conversations on the phone, and we have had conversations on the phone specifically about Mimi. We have had conversations. Those were private conversations. I'm
Right.
not going to bring them up, but I am going to tell you, you know for a fact we've had conversations,
And
and
you
I
knew
will
I
leave it
didn't
at
like
that.
her. You knew I don't trust her. But I
We've
didn't
had
know how deep.
conversations
Yes, but I didn't know how deep you claim Mimi is in on it.
because I was never going to say anything. I came forward to support Sal's. I am only speaking right now to support Sal's.
And I know you've
I
always
never
liked
planned
Sal's.
to even come back. No,
No, that's
no.
what
I
I'm
didn't start
saying.
liking Sal's until her and I had an amazing conversation about tall gray aliens and conspiracy theories.
Right, but you
It
told
it's
me
it's
that
always involved Riggs.
you told me then that you like Sal's, and I told you no one can tell you who to like and who not to like, right?
Yep.
And I
And
No
told you
even
how.
matter
on that, I
about
was
who
toying
to
with
like
stuff
and who not to
then.
like, just do what's the right thing to do. And you guys sat there and was allowing it, and you knew it was wrong the whole time. It doesn't matter who we like and who we don't like. Just know that what's being done is wrong and say something.
Well, I never knew that. I knew that Chewy wanted Sal's information. Is all I knew. Period. I never knew he got it. I never knew he had it. I didn't know what he was behind scenes on. I didn't know conversations, but the text messages that Pretzi and them got, I didn't hear that Mimi was this deep in it.
Steph
Not
Tone,
that
Hopefully
how
now
long
you
did you
guys will
know?
see.
Steph Tone, how long did you know that they were looking for my information?
he said it on a live panel, Sal's.
Deftone,
Okay, I
she
didn't know if
goes
you were like
low.
in the
You know she
whatever
goes
behind the
low, and
scenes.
you even say that sometimes. You say
I know she
sometimes I have
goes
to tell
low.
Mimi, bitch, you do too much.
I
You
always
know
do.
she does too much. So
Right,
how
but
can
there's
you say that you don't believe that she
oh
would
no no
go this
no.
low?
I said I didn't think Chewy and Rose would go this low. That they've gone with Sal's.
How do you think everybody over on that panel has my fucking shit, Steph Tone? It ain't from me.
I don't
We
have
can't
your
have
shit.
people. We can't have a person like this in our community. People have been screaming this for almost a year now.
There's a lot of people that shouldn't be in this community.
I
Get
well,
them out.
I
Anyone who's going to
think
be doxing and doing this kind of messed up stuff, and this is not okay.
I think that people talk shit, people fight, people argue, people this, people that. It's just part of the Fight Club and TikTok ever since I've been here. However, when you systematically set out to cause someone harm, um, or to destroy their life, or whatever it is, I just don't think you need to be here. Like Steph Tone, you and I fought, girl. We fought. We
Yeah,
went toe to toe. We fought. But I didn't set out to ruin your fucking life, and you didn't set out to
yeah,
ruin my life. You get what I
yeah.
mean?
Exactly.
So we can fight
But
back and forth. That's okay. That's cool. Whatever it happens. But when you are sitting behind the scenes with the phone calling and the plotting and the planning and like, dude, like it's crazy. Like it's dangerous to me, and I just don't think you need to be here.
well, that's why I stepped away from Pretzi and all that. Not that I'm calling you out, Pretzi, but you always tell me I'm doing stuff behind the scenes y'all don't know about. I'm protecting so and such and such. And I was like, that's too much for TikTok. I got to go.
Pretzi's not innocent, but she's also a victim. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
The things that I did behind the scenes, when I said behind the scenes doing, means that I was getting evidence that needed to back up that these people are afraid to come forward. It's been months, these people coming to me. I've lost friendships or acquaintances on here because of Mimi's actions. That was big blow ups with a lot of people. Um, Quad and Beth can tell you that was mainly their whole thing is that when she lied on the live, they felt that I was covering and I wasn't. I was jumping her ass in a text message and I told her, I will tell Keish you lied. And she said, well, what did you want me to do? Well, you had no reason to do what you did. And her getting Zombie Street, she lied.
Yeah, she lied, but you also looked it up.
I have my other reasons, and we're not talking about that today.
Mm-hmm.
We can battle this another day because I'm not done with you. Um, she
Well,
stated
I've
that
been told
she had
that I cannot be
already
in here, so I'm gonna go.
she
Um, thanks for letting me up, Sheena. Y'all have a good one.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Steph Tone, can you please ask them to not do anything without like seeing proof to me? Please.
I also want to say this. Whether you agree with anyone who's up here speaking, like Pretzi, some people don't like her. I get it. Me and Pretzi had a big knockdown drag out. She still has the right to sit up here and speak. And I don't want her, um, or anybody who's speaking to be attacked for speaking their truth. Whether you agree with their truth or not, it is still their truth.
Oh, that's good. I commend them though for coming forward, regardless of how long it took. But I hope that we can see from this situation that it's not okay, and that even if someone comes to us with these plans, like we have to do what the right thing is. We wouldn't want it done to us.
Well, can I clear something up? And Sheena can back me up. Sheena, when I came to you, did I not tell you everything that I knew? You asked me how deep she was in Rose and Chewy, and I told you I don't know for a fact. I haven't seen evidence. All I know is that she is involved and that she was indeed fully aware of the situation prior to it going on. She knew about the situation when I found out through Lady V and all of that. And she agreed that she knew about it and that she was on board with it. I told Sheena everything.
I feel like we had a very forthcoming conversation. I feel like Pretzi was honest and owned her shit as well. That's what I took from it.
Yes, and we didn't do it fighting. We did it very much so like adult women. And if we're confused, we clarify. And that's what we did. But she asked me straight out, and I told her, this is what I know. It doesn't matter if I don't like sows. It is not right. And I don't understand. I still don't understand what kicked it off. Like, that's my question to Sal's is what kicked this off? Was there a spat behind the scenes? Like I don't understand. Cause as far as I knew, you were on their panel or in their lives. And then all of a sudden this all started coming out. Like what stemmed to start it? I'm still confused on that.
I'm sorry, was that to me? I was trying to listen to both.
Yes, ma'am. That what started it with the Rose and Chewy Mimi thing? Like, I knew you were in their lives and everything, but what happened for it to trigger a response like that?
So they keep trying to change the narrative and say that it's because he blocked me and like I got my feelings hurt. I went through the timeline. It's a little complicated, but it actually started whenever Bree had dressed up as Mimi one night and she like imitated the scar on her forehead, what Mimi claims is a scar. And then it was on, she's claiming that I doxed her. I'm looking into her on her TikTok page is her sister is on there somewhere. I don't know. Months ago, somebody sent it to me and it was on her TikTok on Mimi's. And I guess it's a picture of her and she has the same scar because it's a wrinkle. And so I pointed that out. And whenever I did, Chewy was not happy because, I didn't have that yet. But I said that she had constantly said that line was from Botox. Many people have heard that. She said it on a live. But all of a sudden, whenever Bree made fun of her, it was a scar from DV. So now she's saying I invalidated her DV and told her that it didn't ever happen. But no, she's just not a scar. It's a wrinkle. But anyway, so Chewy didn't like that. He blocked me. But then like a few days later, he unblocked me. And then when I blocked him was whenever I went in and they were accusing Starlight of changing the password for the Emma Rose account and being super disrespectful to her in his chat. And he was not being nice to me. Mimi was not being nice to me. So I left and blocked him. And then Mimi was I'm doing like a little paraphrasing. Mimi was gassing him up, telling him that people on the anti-side were trying to take down anti-gypsy creators. Then she narrowed it down to it was me, Sparky, and Stella Lane were all in a group to take them down. And she has continued that narrative ever since. I never blocked Rose because I didn't have an issue with her. And I heard a clip where they were saying that they had blocked all of the quote unquote bad people. And I looked and Rose had blocked me. So I sent her a message on my backup. And, it was very like, I can't even believe I put so much effort into it, but just apologizing and that she thought that anybody on our side would do that. And I never would. And she blocked me on that account. And then I think after that, I did the Katie Cakes thing. I recorded his Katie Cakes live. And ever since then, they've said that I stole his content because he got his live taken down. He didn't have a recording of it. So I was the only one who did. which he took it off of my page and posted it on his YouTube anyway. So I don't know, whatever. He should be thanking me. And then we got into the argument, and then they made the Scissor Sisters page. I called him misogynistic and homophobic. No, misogynistic first. And I didn't like the way that he talked to women. And then he made the Scissor Sisters page. And then sent me the message saying that I needed some D. And then I got the homophobic post, called them out. And then all the rest is history. Good times. And now everyone on the internet has all my information.
Well, while you're talking to me,
God.
someone just messaged me.
Hold on, guys. I just got some. Hold on.
Yeah, they just messaged me to say that Mimi's threatening to punch Sal in the face.
That's not what I got. But if she wants to punch Sal in the face, I'll punch her in the face.
All right, Mimi, listen to this, girl. Shut your ass up, because when I come home, I am going to help you to the fucking river and see your way out of Pittsburgh. So get that and get that fucking straight. I am tired of your shit. And for all of you people sitting out there listening that think you want to believe her, let's think about this. Take the next 24 hours to really think. How is it that a few days ago, somebody asked her, Mimi, is there anybody, I mean anybody you talk to that da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and instantly came out with Pretzi and Lady V? How many times, and Mimi says, I don't know why people just want to set me up, but yet she comes out smelling like a fucking rose. How many do you people think that those kind of coincidences just happen? If you've been in true crime long enough, there is no such thing as a coincidence. Let me just tell you that. So,
Thank you, Belinda. You are correct.
It looks like a duck, sounds like a duck, and walks like a duck, it's a fucking duck.
It's a Mimi.
It's a Mimi.
Why is Mimi always in the thick of it? Always in the thick of it, standing back and going, guys, what happened?
So take it back to the grifting.
Mimi's a satellite that orbs around and has to know everything. She gains all the information. And I'll tell you this, the reason Mimi screams, show me the proof, show me the proof, show me the proof, is because that moment that she gets the proof, you notice Mimi never puts anything out first. Mimi never does. But people will send her the proof and send her the proof and send her the proof. Why? Because then she knows how to retaliate. Then she knows to what to go clip, save, or do whatever with to make it look like Mimi is always clean. She's a damn satellite. Sorry for that. That was rude. I'm sorry.
What did Sam say? Or I don't know idea what you're talking about, Jen. I'm trying to listen to both at once. They're saying that we're accusing them of putting it out, so you may as well do it anyways. I'm pretty sure that Teletubby is
playing us a lullaby.
Either Chewy or me. Oh, it's for my dogs. It was storming. Sorry.
Yeah, we have this. We still have fireworks going off here, and they're barking. That's why I have to keep muting.
You gotta play the anxiety music. It helps. It helped mine too. Sal showed me the other day.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's like anxiety, stress relief, whatever. Yeah. My one dog actually watches it. Like, we'll watch the dogs sit there and stare at the TV. It's hilarious.
Yeah, Aphrodite and Sunset. Someone needs to go break the neck off of her goose. I forget.
Like, I have to be clear. Hopefully you guys are still streaming. I am not invalidating her abuse. I am not saying that she wasn't abused. What I am saying is that scar on her forehead is not from abuse. It's a wrinkle. And that is how diabolical this woman is that she will sit there and cry on command and tell you a whole story. And I guarantee you I've got all the clips to back it up because her story don't remain the same. So ask her to show you a pic of where she says whatever happened to her forehead happened. I bet you she won't be able to produce it because she's a fucking liar. She may have been abused other times, not invalidating that, but that wrinkle on her forehead is not it. Come at me, I don't care.
She's crying about that now, Sales? Trying to disrupt all this and
yes, saying that I'm invalidating her abuse and to come to come after
Listen
me.
Here.
Yeah.
Listen here, Mimi. Oh, good Lord. I lived in abuse for 16 years from every level, low and high. That does not excuse you to be an asshole. So get rid of those tears, because I'm over here just playing the tiniest little fiddle for you.
And I can understand the anger, guys, and that hearing me say that, imagine the anger. And I am a trauma survivor, believe me. Imagine the anger of somebody making that. Oh, she's showing my picture right now. Oh, what is that one?
Sals, can I ask you a question?
What?
If you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Just for me and my mental health on this.
Yeah.
Can you please help me explain that I did go to you and tell you what they were asking me to do?
Yeah.
And I did send you the screenshots, and just for everything, did I ever ask you anything personal?
No, you didn't ask me anything personal. No, there were definitely things that I told you that I didn't tell anybody else, but no, you didn't ask me. They have my picture on the screen. Why? Guys, I didn't do anything to you, and no, I'm not invalidating your effing abuse. This is so rude.
Grace. It's the tall grace. It's the
Something.
tall grace.
I can't believe y'all are sitting there participating in this. This is so gross. So gross. They think that they're gonna. Why did you pick that one? This is with my puppy. Whatever. I don't care.
Yes, Jessica, they are live showing Sal's pictures right
now. Because they're coming, they did this. They created this narrative that I'm this terrible person, that I dig and I dox and I do all this stuff so they could do exactly what they're doing now. You're not going to intimidate me. I'm very secure in myself. I just like my privacy, okay?
Mimi is butthurt. That's the only reason she's doing this with your picture.
Because she knows she's caught.
Yes, she's guilty.
Don't show my picture, Mimi. Show us the picture of the scar, the stitches on your forehead. Show us that, Mimi.
The picture she showed the other day didn't even show her forehead. Like,
exactly.
Way to show proof there, Mimi.
Sal's, with you on the panel, I would like to say a very big thank you for what you did for me and talking to me the way you did, even after I told you they had sent me after you. I've got to tell you very publicly, you have no idea the dark place that you took me out of. And I want to thank you very
this
personally.
Fucking internet ain't worth that shit, man. It ain't worth it. And all these are is a fucking bunch of bullies. Like, Mimi, leave your house sometime. Like, get some sun, okay? You know what? Look at my pictures and see my life. And maybe, like, I don't know, do something with yourself. Like, instead of just sitting online and making up a storyline of your life.
I just wanted to thank you publicly, Sals. What you did for me was a miracle, and I am very appreciative. Very appreciative.
Worries, girl. No worries at all. I appreciate you. If anybody can't see through this, like, I don't know, I mean, shit. I was gonna come up and say it too. I don't mean to take over your live, Shena, but like, her and Cajun Navy Jen, man, they have already been coming up with this crazy narrative. I just ask that y'all see proof.
Shena, are you talking to us?
Oh, is she on mute?
Her lips are moving, but I don't hear her.
Might be talking to her son on the phone.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
And Pretzi, with you, I've also got to say thank you.
That's a pretty. No, I like that one. Oh, that's cute. Sorry, everybody want to tune in to look at my photos? Who knows what else? Are they going to show my wedding ones? I'm sorry, I'm going to shut up.
Pretzi, I just wanted to be able to say to you,
230 people in there, and everybody's just going with it. Cheers, applause.
I've got to say to Pretzi and Elena and Zombie Mom, and Sal's, Elena, all of you guys, I got to tell you guys, thank you for this, because had it not been for, especially you, Shena, and Pretzi and Zombie, everybody, I wouldn't be sitting on this panel right now. You guys all know how much I struggled with this decision today. And I struggled a lot.
I've been speaking to you every day for 2 weeks now, begging you to hold my hand and come forward.
But
hey, I'm good, everybody. I had to.
Mom.
Yeah, I had to travel to pick up staff, but I have a question. Um, and maybe Carolina Girl is listening. Um, Salty Carolina Girl and I have never had an issue with each other. Um, we like have an open line of communication, I guess you could call it. She's never come at me digging for information to make me suspicious. But lately we had and I don't want to say too much because it was between me and her, but we had a couple of conversations where she wanted to know if I'd be willing to talk to her, and I said yes. And so I had someone tell me that she's involved in this mess. So I'm just asking, Carolina Girl, if you're listening, are you involved? I'm not accusing. If so, how? Like, were you one of the ones put up to befriend some of us for information? Or, and I don't want to say anything that would ruin her reputation, because she stakes her reputation on being fair to both sides. But I'm very curious, or do you guys know if she had any involvement in this and what that would have been?
I cannot speak. I just know of her from watching her on YT and see her move over here. I don't know anything about that.
Oh, well, I'm gonna make a very bold move. Um, hey, Miss Becca Scoops, you didn't know me, right? You didn't know me? Who got you in touch with Chewy and Rose? Hey, Chewy and Rose, who brought you to Becca Scoops? Who did that? Salty Carolina Girl, who brought you to Chewy and Rose? Roma, who brought you to Chewy and Rose? Katie Cakes, who brought you to Chewy and Rose? I did every ounce of that footwork, and don't fucking forget it.
Just want to say also, I witnessed back last year when Lady V was in a group on Facebook that was an anti-gypsy group where Lady V and Becca modded together. They were admins of that group. And I took screenshots of that last year before even knowing who Lady V was. And I have that proof. So Becca can continue to lie and say she don't know Lady V, but I know she does.
And just remember the date, January 4th, Chewy, Rose, Mimi. Remember that date, because that's the date you shouted out, Chewy and Rose. That's the date. That is the date down to the time. I can give you the time. 4:57 p.m. You were on live. I was modding for you. You did the shout out. I got you in contact. That is the first conversation Chewy and Rose and I ever had on the phone. So if y'all really think you didn't know me and I wasn't nothing and I didn't do everybody's fucking building and I didn't bring who I was asked to bring, mic drop, bitch.
Even though V and I had a falling out, V and I considered ourselves very close and understanding. And when it went down, yes, I had to grieve and do our own thing. And we've taken each other and took the time and space. I knew she would probably still watch replays and all, but I never came out and really bashed V or anything. I just said, at that time I was scared. And I didn't know what to believe or anything like that. And so I'll come to you and say it. I am sorry for my participation, but to me, my friend was asking me, and I was busy with other things, and I was, to me, explaining it to her, like, off of the show, and she wasn't understanding, and I was showing her. I did not send you anything or intend to send you anything. I was just saying if that was a big deal, because to me, Like, it's this big mission for all these people, but like I still don't understand it. Why it would be into the extent it is to pinpoint. Like, I get, and I'll publicly say this as well. People on my panel and in my chat know this. I don't agree with what Chewy said whatsoever. I do feel that he did say things out of anger, and I hope everyone learns from it. You can't take things back that are said, and that's why I try not to speak with anger, because I know I can't control what comes out of my mouth. And I hate, that's one thing, like earlier today with Mimi, I can't do it because she pisses me off so much. I just can't I'm not to that point yet to do it calmly. If you accept my apology, that's fine. If you don't, it's no, like, it's okay. I understand. But to me, it was a friendship, and like, we were blinded by certain people and gassed up by certain people. And I hope everyone can learn from it and do better. I know I've certainly have. V and I have talked. There's a lot of things that, if we could change, we can change. And I know from me, I've learned. V, have you learned anything?
Yeah, I've learned not to be a fucking coward anymore.
Well, I've been telling you that. But there's more people in the community that have their own interaction and shit story of Mimi. It's just not with us.
Can't just be with us, but she targets, and I think, well, I mean, I wondered why I was the target. I didn't think that I would be a target, really. I mean, obviously, I've had issues with Jen, and that's because she's a scam artist, Jen. So stop saying that I freaking doxed your son or that you have my information, because if you do, you got that shit from Chewy and Rose. Um, One. And then two, Mimi called her out because she's also a con artist and a scammer and a grifter and lies continuously. So, yes, of course, called you out too. Sorry, not sorry. So it's not that I went after people. I just saw behaviors and I called them out. Um, I never lied. I never dug. Anything that I found on here, except for, like, I'll own everything that I did. But I never did this shit, what they're doing. But she's mentioning that I did even Mimi saying I did something to her son's wife. Guys, please ask them. Like, there will be no receipts for any of these things that they're claiming. And if you guys just pay attention, you don't have to listen to me. Pay attention to the things that they claim, and you're like, oh, well, I never saw this. Well, the replays are on there. So go and look and see if that was actually said, or that was actually shown, or that was actually done, and question everything. And I hate it. I am not invalidating DV ever, okay? I've been there. Probably the majority of us have been there. We all have our own things, and I would never, ever do that. And I've said that from the beginning. I have the clip on my page. But someone who will come into the community and lie about that, I wouldn't say it if I didn't 100% know that she is lying about that. So yes, of course, I have to point it out. Like, I have to. As quickly as she can come up here and lie and cry just to deceive. And like you were saying, like, maybe it's like a control thing, a money thing. I don't know. There's something seriously wrong with that girl. She will make you try to start feeling like you're crazy. And that's what they're doing in the comments right now. They're saying that I'm mentally unwell, I'm unhinged, everything. And everybody on the panel is just agreeing, and that's fine. But it's that they constantly create that narrative and push it out more, and they collect people who will go after it and hold things over, like you guys were saying. Like, they manipulate you, they get everything to do it. And I know this sounds crazy to people who aren't here all the time, but this shit is orchestrated as fuck, and it doesn't stop with them. Remember, like, there's a pyramid, and you got to look and see who, I keep saying this, you got to look and see who is benefiting the most, and odds are that's who's pulling the strings. So As Sheena says, follow the bouncy red ball and you'll get there.
And if I can piggyback on that, when it comes down to absolutely everything, I know my word was made mud. I know it was. And again, I'm going to sound like a broken horse, but if anyone ever cared to listen, the truth was actually there. But I'm never going to make an excuse for what I did. And I've seen a lot of the comments, how could you do this? I did it because I thought I had friends. When you have someone, you guys don't need to know my backstory. Y'all don't need to know that. That's some sad sob story that ain't nobody give a damn about. But I cared about Chewy and Rose and Mimi, and I'll tell you all right now, as sure as I'm sitting here, and you can take my word or not, I never planned to come forward with any of this. Not once. Not once. Never planned to speak on it. Never once planned to say a damn word about it. But that is how charismatic they are. They are very charismatic, and you feel like you are doing this amazing thing and you are helping, and it's almost a freaking Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts working for the greater good, and that is how they make you feel. And that's what it feels like. You're doing something so amazing, and it's, you know what, no one would understand but you. No one gets it but you. Only you would understand. Like, you guys don't get it. It goes deep. And
Can I add on that?
Lady V,
oh yeah.
are you comfortable speaking on the phobic hate and how deep that goes, or is that something you prefer not to one?
Answer it. I have my theory. But what is the end goal? What is the greater good? What are we trying to accomplish that you guys understand? What were you trying to do?
It was going after you. It was getting information on absolutely every single thing they could. The moment that they had a live, and Elena, I know you're in here, but I may need a little help on this one. There was a live that they held. Fancy had come up on panel. There was a whole debacle with the thing with Fancy. She would leave. On the last one that I'm speaking about in particular, they ended up blocking her. And I had been a mod for Fancy, and they told me, keep that relationship, keep that relationship, keep that relationship. We need those lives. We need those lives. We need those lives. Well, what can you find out from her? What can you find out from her? It was literally, the end goal was to get as much information on everybody and anyone that they could possibly get. And y'all right, yeah, I see it. I get it. I was weak. I was a fucking puppet. I'm not excusing a damn thing that I did. Not one. And I'm sorry to the entire community on every side and every angle. But I 100% believed everything that they told me, and I thought I was doing something fucking good.
What did they tell you to come after me for? Like, why did I need to be
They wanted your
found out?
information, birthday, social security number, any piece of information I could get on you, they wanted me to get. They also wanted, supposedly they had video of you, aka someone, who went to Walmart, purchased a burner phone, and they were going to send a certain lawyer over there who also resides in a certain said state that this happened in, to go over there and subpoena Walmart to get video footage of what they thought was you getting a damn burner cell phone. And if you think they talked about it with just me, there are multiple people that know about that.
See,
but I
that
was the
shit
one they
doesn't
confided
track.
in. I was the one they confided in. And it was, get this information. We need you to confirm everything.
Can't hear you, Shena.
Yes, I remember Chewy talking about someone had bought a burner phone and he knew who it was. And I jokingly said in the chat, it wasn't me. He said, no, I know it wasn't you. It wasn't in your location. And acted like he knew who had bought this burner phone. I totally forgot about that till you just said that, Lady V.
And keep in mind,
Yep, I
guys,
remember the burner
if you
phone.
guys pay attention to timelines, if you guys start remembering things, this will add up for you. Please open your eyes, like please, because God knows as soon as this is over, you guys have no idea what I'm getting ready to deal with. You have no idea what's getting ready to come at me.
I
I
don't
bet it.
understand putting up Sal's picture, even if it's blurred out. I mean, I mean, I mean, first of all, what's your point in that? And second of all, is that what we're doing now? Sorry, y'all, I had to.
Oh, Shena, you should have said jump scare. Isn't that what they say with everything else? And
One
you're
they
all
showed was
welcome.
all right. The other one that they showed was not. It was not nice. But whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, so one moment Mimi's over there crying. The next moment they're making fun of Sal's looks, but Mimi has no room to make fun of someone. She literally looks like a Labubu. Like seriously.
Listen, somebody said I had good eyebrows, so I'm already beating Mimi. Okay. So
Hey guys, can I intervene? I have questions, guys. I'm not here in every live watching everything that's going down. So do you guys mind if I ask a couple of questions just to clarify for those of us who aren't really there all
no,
the time?
Ivory, get in here. Yeah. Hit him with it.
Sorry, I had to take my thing off. All right, so Lady V, you were, I guess I'm gonna use the term you were working with them. Is that correct?
Well, I thought I was a friend, but I guess you can use that phrase.
So you just said something that really piqued my interest. You said, I was working for the greater good, and while I understand what you were saying, what was the greater good? What was it that was trying to be accomplished by not necessarily just you, but the group itself? The best I've got for you is I was told to just get information on everybody. I don't know. I know I was told and gassed up, and no one could do it but you. No one can do it but you. People trust you. You're so soft spoken. I don't know. There wasn't just me involved because I know Elena's here and she can tell you she's staying in the comments, and I'm going to respect that. But we were all pit against each other. They did not want us talking to each other. And Evelyn, no, I guess, yeah, maybe I was trying to fit in. Maybe I thought that I was helping in some way or being trusted with something. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that because, you guys, I'm giving you the best I've got, okay? That's okay. Please I'm don't think that giving I'm you all grilling you. I've got right now,
I'm
and I'm
genuinely
Okay, hold
sorry.
on.
I need to get shampoo.
Yeah, hold on. I'll look at it in just a second.
I need to get shampoo. I need to stop somewhere.
Yeah, give me a second and I'll look at it. I'm listening to something real quick.
I gotta get shampoo. I gotta be able to shower tomorrow.
The damn shampoo again.
I need shampoo. I need to stop somewhere to get shampoo.
Oh shit, I'm not muted, am I?
I need to stop somewhere to get
No,
shampoo.
you need shampoo.
Yeah.
Need shampoo again.
I gotta
Well,
be able
let me say this, Ivory, and
to.
Lady V and others can correct me if I'm wrong here. From what I understood and from what I saw,
Shampoo.
Chewy has a deeply embedded hate
Yeah.
for homosexuals.
I need to get shampoo.
And so,
Oh, that I
I
know
need
that.
okay,
shampoo,
hold
bro.
on, and I'll talk to you about the shampoo. Give me 1 second.
Oh, just tell me.
And Sal's is an openly gay woman.
I need to
Right.
stop somewhere
She
to get
I know
messed
shampoo.
that
with
part I know.
Chewy in his mind, and he kind of I think he felt like she got the better of him, and because of his religious and
I gotta be able to shower
prison
tomorrow.
ideologies, that wasn't going to fly, because you know she's a homosexual woman, and that fueled the hate. Am I wrong in understanding it that way? Anybody who was privy to that info?
No. Can I ask you a question? Do you think so? You modded for Becca, right?
But yeah, I was just about to
Yes.
bring that up.
Now, do you think they used you because, well, let's be real, Becca has some angelic, um, feel in the community, and do you think that they used you because you modded for Becca?
Yes.
Full of trust there.
Yes.
Becca wasn't in this group, right?
I'm sorry I didn't hear that. I apologize. I was doing an adult
Was
thing.
That's okay. I'm just asking, was Becca part of this group, or was it just those three, like at the top, and then?
To any involvement Becca had with Chewy and Rose, I don't know about any of that, minus that I got them in contact together. And the first day I did that was January 4th. And anyone who can tell you, and again, there are people from Chewy and Rose's chat that are in here that can confirm this. After January 4th, when I got them in contact with Becca Scoops, they acted like they were freaking unstoppable and untouchable. And to Marley in the comments, please don't call me crazy. Please. Do you think I'm happy being up here right now?
Marley, I love you. Please, let's all respect each other right now. We're trying. I think we all kind of have to. I mean, I'm sitting out here on a panel with Protzy. Sorry, Protzy. But like, I think we all need to come together and put our heads together, because I think that for a very long time, this community has been controlled and it has been monopolized. And look at the people who are still here and who are still being successful, and then the other ones who are not so much. Or maybe the lower ones that are kind of pushing the narrative for the ones that are higher. I don't have any concrete proof, but true crime, circumstantial evidence. Becca's Sugar Rule account was following my troll account. The majority of the people that were following it were Chewy and Rose's and their people. Chewy and Rose are one of the few that are still supporting her and their panel. Salty Carolina Girl. She is the one who got the FOIAs and gave the FOIAs to Becca Scoops. There's links everywhere. Everywhere you go, Jameson, whatever thing that she was doing, turned it over to Becca Scoops. They have, I think, a
I am
AI.
not here to spy. I am
What's
not
that?
here to fucking spy. Erica in the comments, she's here to spy. Yeah, dude, I'm done. I'm done.
Ignore.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
done.
It's all
I
right.
think
done.
that maybe
It's all
this.
right. Don't read the
Guys.
comments. Don't read
I
the
think that
comments.
maybe this is the issue. Like, I know that there's people that we don't like in this community, and I know there's people that we don't get along with. But I think to be able to get rid of the people that need to be gotten rid of, I think we're all going to have to come together and kind of get along just a little bit for that purpose. If we want to get rid of people out of this, we're going to have to be adults and try to get along with people, even if we don't like them, y'all.
And don't be
Um,
blurting out accusations like that. Eric, you can't just
that's
say
just how it's
Erica's
going
a
to have to
spy. That
be.
you can't say that. I mean,
The misunderstanding. She didn't mean her. It was a misunderstanding. They
I'm
cleared it up,
sorry.
right?
I apologize.
I know you're on edge. I know. You guys have to, like I said, you guys have to realize, like, they collect information on people. They want my damn social security number, okay? And
Lady
Elaine,
V, Erica, I just wanted to tell Lady V, Erica said she's talking about Nellie's people, just so you know. She wasn't talking about you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize if I assumed there wasn't a name to it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think ultimately, so what you're describing, and you're saying this because I'm going to assume that you have proof of this, right? And so my concern is that who was it, just Sal's they were asking you to go collect information for, or was it the
No.
community?
It was several individuals, but there are things I would like to please be respected where I'm not comfortable opening up yet.
No, that's
I'm not,
fine. You don't have to
and
be
I
insecure about
apologize.
it.
If you would like to talk to me privately, I can tell you more, but I am not comfortable right now. But no, it was more than one person. Fancy was one of them. Sheena was one of them. Bree was one of them. But Sal's was the biggest target, per se. Sal's was the biggest.
and again, theory, total theory, but I've theorized, like, why? Why would, if this is kind of Becca Scoops pulling the string, is why. And, for all the reasons that I'm not liked, I'm loud, I'm fucking obnoxious. If I see fuck shit, I'm going to call it out. They do, and it's not even necessarily like I may have called somebody out that they did. Maybe it was Cajun Navy Jen. They wanted out, so they let that happen, right? But maybe Chewy and Rose, whenever I called them out, they didn't want that to happen. They needed to keep them because they were, loyal to them. So that was whenever they were like, we need to shut her the fuck up. And I know this sounds like mafia shit, but I'm serious. Like, I'm not even, there's so many things that I can tell you are connections. It's ridiculous.
Let me help you guys out with this, and I'm gonna give you a little tidbit. And that's all I'm gonna do from here because I am extremely uncomfortable right now. When whatever page was going around and you could opt out of the live replays, does anybody else remember that?
Yes.
That is why they wanted to send me to become a mod for as many people as I could. Because as mods, you get the live replays. That was my biggest thing because they had opted out of it when that live replay thing happened and you could opt out of it. And a lot of people did. I was tasked with trying to become a mod for as many creators as possible.
Wow.
To get those live recordings. A mod of their page, Katie. Like on this live chat right now, Shena has mods in the chat. That is what I'm meaning. A mod for someone. I don't know how to better explain it. Am I saying it wrong?
Whenever you mod for, like, when you're mod for, like, I'm mod for Sheena. So after this live is over, like, I can go to my thing and it'll show me, like, it will give me her live replay, and I can download it or whatever,
Yep.
whatever I want to do
And
with it. And that's what she's
Rachel,
talking about.
I was asked by Chewy and Rose specifically to do that. That was specifically a Chewy and Rose request. However, when I talked about it with Mimi, she said that's probably one of the best ideas because you're someone everyone would trust.
So
Look, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I look good to anybody. Like I'm not. Look, I'm shooting myself in the foot right here trying to tell you guys all this. This is gonna end horribly for me. And I can only give you guys what I've got. That's it.
But in the end, I think it might make you even feel better after it's all said. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot to carry. I mean, I don't know yet. I mean, I've only talked to you one time, but that's a lot to carry. I'm sorry, it is.
It is. Think about the fear that these people are instilling in people. And this is why people don't speak out. And this is why people sit there with their little echo chambers and people just continue to support people, even though they have to move their moral boundaries to support them. They will because they're doing it out of fear. That is the problem in this community. It's about fear. Now you see the ones that are untouched are the ones that ain't scared. But that's not a lot of people. And I'm not going to lie. Before I was doxxed, that was the worst. I was terrified of it until I was doxxed. And now it's like, talk about the freedom, first of all. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. But when when there's no more fear there, they have no more control over you.
Right.
While, my whole thing is what I want to know. And there's a reason I want to know this. And like I told you, I'll message you later for this reason. Sal said it before. It's a pyramid. Now you got Rose, Chewy, Mimi. I'm sure you got underdogs, like all the mods and you guys. I want to know who's at the eye of the pyramid.
Yeah.
You don't have to say that right now. I'm just saying because that eye of the pyramid is who I want to talk to.
My guess is Becca Scoops.
Can I please talk about that privately, please?
Yes, ma'am. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Absolutely. And you don't have to talk to me if you don't want to. There's no force there. And absolutely, if you're not comfortable, please don't continue.
I can talk privately, but you guys, this is putting some shit on me. And I mean,
let it go, V.
I've already messaged Shena and said I don't even think I'm doing any good. Because the first thing that's gonna happen is what they shit.
These, like I told you, you have to remember they no longer have control. It's narcissist abuse where they gaslight you so much that we didn't know what reality was,
I
that
mean,
we were questioning
I've
everyone.
literally heard them say that they could get you to do things because you wanted to be accepted by them. I've heard them say that. I've heard Chewy say it several times. I mean, so it's the manipulation and Pretzi said, the gaslighting, and it's a control thing, and it's sad that people do that to people, especially grown ass people that have kids.
And the sad part is most people don't understand it's gaslighting until it's too late.
It's conditioning. Yeah. She showed me one of the texts, and whenever she was talking about playing, we were trying to figure out that clip. And she showed me the message, and it said, get off there now. Like, if anybody, I don't care who you are, said, get off there now, sent me a message, I'd be like, oh, hell no. And that's what they're saying to Lady V, to get off the panel right now.
And
Come
then
here.
Mimi does the same thing to people in real life. She sends messages on here and sends messages in text and everything and tells you, get on my panel right now and say this. You have to own this. And you have to clear this up. And like I said, half the time you don't even know if you're coming or going.
This stuff is sick. Like I said, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna keep saying it, but this is like serious mind control shit. Like, and pinning people against each other. It's like a video game, but with like real people, and it's
You
just
said
so
it
much.
before perfectly. It's a mob, right? That's exactly how the mob works. You got one person in control and everyone's terrified of them. Then you got the underdogs and everybody below them are terrified of them. But ultimately everybody answers to one person. Everyone knows their job, does what they're told, stay good, and you're safe, right? You're in the family, you're protected. It's exactly what it is. It's wild. It's absolutely criminal. Guys, it's criminal. What you're doing to people, making them fear, having this girl up here breaking down because she doesn't want to be used to go and gather personal information on people to put it out there. Like, it's criminal. And the
Prison
gaslighting
mentality
is
is what
for
it
real.
is.
Now, we're all sitting there talking about, and I'm going to say this, Mimi and again, I'm not sitting there saying nobody was abused. I wouldn't do that. But this woman's on a panel talking about how she wants people to validate her abuse. But here's the gaslighting. Do you all not remember Mimi coming after me? Do you all not remember Mimi sitting there making up lies about my abuse and all of this nonsense and, making up stories? You want to talk about invalidating? And that was a story that I didn't put out there that she got from somebody else. So let's talk about the gaslighting. But now she's on a panel crying and everyone should validate her abuse because it's abuse, right? You don't do that to someone who was abused. Think about the gaslighting, guys. It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, and I think that Lady V and others saw enough to realize that they could be on the receiving end of this. And I think that's another reason she's so upset and nervous. And Mimi's already making threats. But I agree. This is called taking your power back. And there is power in numbers and voices. And there's a hell of a lot of us here who aren't going to stand for it. Period.
Power in realizing that, you know what I've learned in my time on this internet, on social media, everybody's talk. They're never everybody's talk. There's a power in realizing that you can sit there and gaslight people and manipulate people and do all of this crap. But when you take that power away from them, then you're like, come on, do what you got to do. Then they get really quiet, really quiet. I've learned that.
I told her that. I said, you know what? I'd be like, come for me. Do what you got to do and let the chips fall, baby. Because people are watching. People are watching.
I can drop down.
Oh, I was about to say I can drop also. I'm gonna drop. Ivory, you can stay.
But Mimi is scary. Why? Why? Why is Mimi scary? Why are people afraid of Mimi? Someone tell me.
I'm
Why?
not. She's all talk, all mouth, and her go-to is doxing people.
I
You
am
know.
not at all scared of Mimi. Not at all.
Like, what are these people, Chewy and Rose? What are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? Go sit in a panel and talk about me? What are you gonna do? Like, go, oh my God, Ivory's fat. This person is this. This person is overweight. Oh my God, this person's got a wrinkle there. This person's got to get. Are you fucking stupid? He's fucking stupid. Listen, any of us who have flaws wake up with them every day. We're not fucking surprised, baby. Like, what are you gonna do?
Exactly that. That's what I learned when I get on panel like she did today. My anger got the best of me with her, but normally when she's like this, I'll remain on panel. I mute and then I turn the volume all the way down and just let her talk. Because she's not going to let anybody talk or defend themselves. She just wants to quack, quack, quack and ribbit and bark all at the same time just to make noise. So I take that power away by turning it down.
But you guys, please don't make me feel less that I'm not like you guys.
Stop it. No,
Please.
you're fine. We got you, girl. We got
No,
you.
Lady V, that is not at
Listen,
all what anybody's
I'm gonna
saying.
tell you. I'm gonna tell you one thing. People come into this community and they're new, and no matter sometimes how much we holler about a specific people, sometimes they don't believe us, you know, and sometimes you have to find out for yourself. But I have learned that in this community, if more than one person is saying the same thing, then we need to listen about people, you know. And like Mimi's been a problem in this community for a long time, a very long time. You know, she was going after, you know, Ivory. She went after, it's just a whole list. She's gone down the whole list,
Where's
and it's been
that?
bigger creators. And so don't think that, you know, coming forward that we won't protect you, because there's people in this community that will.
You know what's really disgusting? And I was talking to someone about this morning. I used to love coming on this app and just having the conversations and enjoying the app for what it is. And it's so frustrating that because every time I open this app, I held a live yesterday because somebody was doxxed and somebody's kid was gone after. Like every time I open this godforsaken fucking app, you people who never got a spot at the lunch table, who may have not felt like they fit in high school, are on here trying to validate yourselves and finally be the popular kid, the big kid, the one who's got all the friends, and you want to sit there and dox people and go after people. You have nothing better to do. You got no skills. You got nothing else to talk about. Like this is it. This is what you guys get on here to do all day, every day. To the
Yes.
point where like I don't even want to do content anymore.
Yes.
For what? Nobody's watching. Everyone's busy fucking doxing each other.
Yes. Welcome back to the Gypverse, Ivory. Sheena, I sent you something on Discord. If you want to put it up, appreciate you. Since they're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take my power back. I'm gonna show you a picture that they would have
Oh,
seen. Since
wow.
I'm gonna pick which one y'all get to see. But honestly, like I said, I'm not embarrassed. Like Ivory said, like I know who I am. I look at myself in the mirror. I'm not, I just liked my
What is it?
privacy. That's all. And they talk
What
about me going back 8 months. They saw 15 years of my life, guys. So it is what it is. Yeah.
I don't want to see your picture. I like to think that you're a
No,
Batman
I
woman.
don't. I mean, I'm not as hot as the Batgirl, but in my defense, I didn't make me. Michelle created me, and then, well, she manifested me, and then
Yeah.
Casey created me.
I
So
created the Bat Woman lady
the
Sal's.
super bat, yeah.
So when you hear Chewie said she did that, no, she never said she was a superhero.
No, Michelle Bolden did.
Sheena, can I ask you for a favor? The screenshot that I sent you, and I know it's blurry, but the screenshot that I sent you, where it says Michael Chewie and Rose on there, and I don't give a fuck if I said his first name. I don't give a fuck. Will you please put that up? Please? So people can actually see what the hell I dealt with daily.
You got it, Lady B. It's all good.
V, don't cry. Don't cry. You're around people that will protect you.
Yeah, you're around good people. This breaks my heart.
So I cropped my ex-wife out, even though I'm sure they have the whole thing. But that is me on a catamaran in the middle of the
You're
Bahavian
beautiful.
Ocean. Thank you. You can't see my hair. I have good hair.
Aw, you're so cute.
Thank you. But
You're
that's me, guys.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That smile.
I know you can't see my eyebrows, but Erica, they really are good. I have good eyebrows. So just there. But yeah. They picked a really shitty photo and cropped my dog out. Like, at least give, if you're gonna do it, show my dog, but whatever. But yeah, that's me.
We love you, Sal's.
You guys. Like I said, I'm not ashamed of who I am, just like my privacy, but apparently that is just not possible here. But yeah, try
Nobody
again,
should
bitches.
be.
Try the fuck again.
Why would anybody be ashamed of who they are? Listen, I'm probably the most, you know what? I got a problem. I'm too cocky. Like, I'm too proud of who I am. All my flaws and everything. Like, you should all be. Why do we care what we look like? Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, right? Like, dude, I think I'm the coolest person. I think I'm funny as fuck. I think listen, compared to looks, there's a lot of people out there that are a lot worse than I am. So why the hell do we all care?
I don't
I'm
know.
not
I
out
don't
here
know
for
what the
validation
care
about my
is
looks
about.
or
I don't
it's
know what the
wild.
care is. I don't care what you look like.
No, I went
You can
through I
have an
went through
intelligent
those Facebook photos.
conversation.
Oh, sorry.
Someone can have an intelligent conversation on here. That's what I'm looking for. I quite
Right.
frankly, I don't care what anybody looks like.
Yeah, I don't. Anybody who puts so much value on that, like, I don't understand you anyway. Like, I don't want to know you anyway. But I did, like, it was so violating whenever I knew that they had not gone through my photos, but gone through my ex-wife's photos. So I was like, all right, let me go see what the fuck they got. And I was going through my life, and fucking A, I'm so fucking blessed. Like, I'm serious. We probably went to the Bahamas 10 times, paddleboarded every weekend, whitewater rafting. We probably went to the cabin, I don't know, 6-7 times a year. One time we had 10 kids with us, you fucking predators. Anyway, like, my fucking life is amazing. And yeah, you can show me looking not so pretty, but I'm on a fucking paddleboard in the middle of the Bahamas. Like, you're not going to take that away from me. I'm on a fucking pontoon boat, like, in the springs, playing with fucking manatees. I don't give a fuck what I look like, guys. My fucking life is awesome. So again, sorry for you guys. You did not succeed this time. Try the fuck
But can you
again.
imagine like them doing this and going through your stuff and sharing around this photo, but none of us, not one of us, have seen anything that you saw when you went to that Facebook. You've never shared anything with any of us.
Oh, and I've always said that I don't want to know anything about someone that they didn't share with me, and vice versa. That's like where the, invasion of privacy comes from. And I never would have done,
And
I
none of
never
us
did it to
really, none of
Chewy and
us
Rose.
asked either. None of us asked like, what do they look like? Like none of us have even
No,
asked that. Like we don't care.
I am not Becky, but I do have a theory about that. I'm not going to say that out loud, but I do have a theory. Okay, I'm sorry, back to the screenshot. Thank you, Sheena.
And I'm Becky, but
So
not that
what,
Becky.
Sheena?
Just saying.
You're welcome. This is a screenshot of Lady V's tablet. Can someone turn the comments off for me, please? And I took out Chewy and Rose's real name from the top, although I think most people know it by now. Oopsies. Let me cover that myself up, and maybe Lady V can kind of explain what it is.
So the black and white is Chewy. I'm the orange and right. This is that live where I went on with panel with Sal's, and I was playing my recording that would have showed Sal's was telling the truth. And the first message you see at the top says, "Ask her who sent it." You see, I don't respond, and then it's turn that off and call me. They were on the phone with me, and I sent match 152704 transcript. And that's what they sent me that I was allowed to say.
You said that's what they
What the
sent you that
fuck?
you are allowed to say?
They gave you a
Yes.
script?
Let me explain
Supposedly that's
why.
markers from the video, but that's not markers from the video that I had because I had live recorded
Why
it.
is it that serious? It's fucking TikTok. Are you fucking kidding me?
So this comes all the way
Hey.
back to what they were trying to get to prove on that live was that I said that I had photos of their children. It's hard to read here, but so I think my statements are like the top two, but then Sparky speaks and she references their children because she was friends with them. They sent her photos of their children. She's FaceTimed them. She was saying that, but they wanted Lady V to read this as if all these words were my own, because at that time they were the only ones who had this recording. So they didn't want Lady V to play the recording. They wanted her to read this as though these were my words.
And if anyone has that live, you hear me say, "I'm gonna get off and call Rose." And I was off for about 15 minutes or so. And then I
Live
come
was this?
back. Sorry, guys.
Which live was this? I'm gonna go pull it.
You'll have to ask Sal's. I don't know whose panel we were even on.
I think I might have it, Casey. It was Mandylands from a while back. Right after the whole thing, the fight when the homophobic thing with it was from a clip from me from Jessica Ann's panel. I remember I was trying to look for it. No, it wasn't even Jessica Ann's. It was ended up being Cook's panel. And I did get the live. Oh, the reason why I got the live is Lady V sent it to me. Do you remember that, Lady V? Actually, let me point that
I
out.
sent you every piece of it unredacted.
So I asked Cooks. I asked her she was in the comments, and I said, Cooks, can you send me your live? Because it was like skipping, and I was like, that way they can't say that like parts have been edited. And she said, fuck you, you blocked me, I won't give you shit. So I was like, all right. So I asked Lady V where she got her copy, and she's like, from Chewy and Rose, but it was like them live playing Cooks's live. So she sent it to me, and I downloaded it and put it on my YT, thankfully. And then she like messaged me the next day, and she's like, it's gone. The link I sent you is gone. They had deleted it. I was like, that's cool. I already downloaded it. They didn't want anybody to hear the original recording because they wanted to prove that I said that I had pictures of their children. And that was like 2 days after our fight. That's how long they have been pushing this narrative. And Mimi has been pushing this
Surprise,
narrative.
bitches. I have every single one of y'all's lives.
And when did he lose his job? What part of the timeline does that fit into?
That was a couple of months ago. I was. Fuck you guys. You guys realize now they know this only information is gonna come from me.
If you need a break, Lady V, you let us know. It's okay, but you're doing great.
Look, somebody else said in the comments he lost his job. His need for control went crazy. And also, Elena, I hope you don't mind me saying that, but she is the one who confirmed that he absolutely knew before they sent me that D message. He absolutely knew that I was a lesbian. They tried to say I had a camera slip, and he called me a bull D, whatever. I'm not going to say it. I'm a femme, but whatever. But yeah, he knew. He knew before he messaged me.
So let me get this straight, though. We'll give Lady V a break to take her breath, and I'll talk. I'm going to talk for a second. You mean to tell me all of this is so we can gatekeep and have total control over the Gypsy Rose case?
Yes.
I think
Sorry.
that along with the fact that from the way I saw it, and I wanted these women to verify it because they were actually there. He was in prison of his own admission. I'm not doxing him like people say. And when you're in prison, you are part of certain groups, and also his religion is very much against homosexuality. It runs very deep. And I think not only did Sal's go against him, but Sal's is a gay woman, and I think those two things right there were not going to fly. She's a woman
Absolutely.
and she's a homosexual woman. And she actually had exposed on his page a homophobic post that did not sit well with him the way I remember it. Anybody stop me if I'm not being correct. I don't want to say anything that's not correct. It's almost, like if you let's say hypothetical, and we get in trouble with those. Let's say you hate men. I mean, it's deeply rooted in you. Men have such little value, they don't even deserve to be on the planet. And then you have a man come through, not only expose you, but bruise your ego, kind of cut it up a little bit. It may provoke this reaction and anger in you that you're not going to let any man best you. And that is the way I took it from what I saw when it comes to Sal's and her being gay. And if I'm wrong, somebody speak up and say I'm wrong.
And I just want to make it clear these are the Christians we're talking about, right?
They keep changing it. They're
They
Rastafari and
practice the
they're
Jewish faith
Jewish.
among many others. They
The
practice the
religious.
Jewish faith, the religious people.
Many religions. He saw a picture of me because I was married by a rabbi. So he saw a picture of, my whole entire life and my wedding. And he said that that's why I must hate him because he's Jewish and I'm Jewish. He said he was like Rastafari and I'm not Jewish. So, and if we were Jewish, I don't think I would hate him just for that, but whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with being Jewish, but I'm just saying the shit that he comes up with in his head is wild.
And Ivory, I don't know if you know, but he lost his job. Something happened at his company. I don't know what, not important. But
I mean,
from
how do
what,
you lose your
from
job
what
at a
I,
weed factory?
from what I understand, the people around him say that he has been drinking a lot and gardening a lot. And so some of this is fueled by substance, which is not an excuse, but he's been drinking very heavily, according to them.
He does it on his lives.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's just who he is at his core. I don't think that him drinking or gardening has anything to do with it. It just makes him have more
No,
balls.
it
You know what
just,
I mean? That just
it,
gives him more balls to be loud
right.
about it.
No, I'm not making it okay or excusing it. I'm just saying
Oh, I
it
know you're not.
makes it more out there. A lot of times it gives you that courage, whereas a lot of times you might kind of, you know, keep that a little bit more to yourself. That those substances will give you that courage to just bam, put it out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't remember who I was talking to too, but we kind of came up with this because so many people are like, "Oh, I don't see him talk about you. I don't, she talks about him, but he never says anything." And we were like, "How do people not see this?" And then realize, like, as the night goes on and he drinks more, it gets later, and then that's whenever it usually happens is towards the end of the live. A lot of people have probably already checked out by then. That he doesn't post his lives on the replay. If he does post them on his um, YT page, he's editing them to take out all of his grossness. So yeah, the control, yeah, that man's got some serious control issues.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I didn't say he was fired. I said he lost his job. I never said he was fired. I said something happened with his company. I said it's not. That's not important. So I did not say he was fired.
I was on the phone with him and Rose because it got to the point Rose and I were able to have a conversation without Chewy being involved.
Ow.
And when she had called me, we had called her and it got put to a three-way call. And I was on the phone when the cops showed up. The only thing I can say is I don't know 100% what happened, but it was shut down. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying. I'm not okay right now. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just breathe. You're okay. You are okay.
Lady B, sit the phone down for a minute and just turn the sound down, sit it down, and just take some deep breaths.
No, I didn't misspeak. I never said he was fired. I said he lost his job. Something happened with his company, and it's not important. I never said that man was fired. So I didn't misspeak. I said he lost his job. That could mean layoff, the company, whatever, when you lose your job. I didn't say he was fired.
Sals, can you play your music for V? It might work on her.
I will be driving though. I'm sorry. Whenever I get back, I will. I promise. Okay. It's gonna be okay, Lady B. I promise. I promise. We got you, girl.
This is the most absurd thing. I feel like it's a social experiment.
Yeah, but okay, like I said, I have a freaking mile-long list of circumstantial evidence. So like I said, she follows my troll page, whatever. Then also, the night that they started exposing the Sugarwoo messages, like after Morbid talked to Toddy. So I was on live with Bree, and she was reading all the messages. And somebody came in, and Becca has a way of typing. I'll even send these to you. I have screenshots. She's very, proper. Like, nobody talks like that in chats, right? Like, who capitalizes and, whatever. Anyway, it was just very out of the norm. And this person was trying to steer the conversation and was like, well, what does this matter anyways? At the end of the day, we all want, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, justice, blah, 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 whatever, justice for Dee Dee. And why it seems like so much effort. Why would anybody do this, And so I responded and I said, I don't know, $15K a month. And then she responded back, which like I said, I'm 99.9999% it was Becca, responded back to me and said, well, what about the others? What do they get out of it? And I was like, I don't know, like being good to Becca Scoops. I don't know, Becca, you tell me. And then they didn't say anything anymore. I've caught her a few times on a few different, I shouldn't say that. Okay. I caught a few different accounts that write very properly in chats. That seem to be pushing a narrative of it doesn't matter. It's all gossip and nonsense. And at the end of the day, she's covering the case and that's all that should matter.
Shena, I would like to point out, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't I message you someone who was scared to speak and felt that she wasn't being heard, trying to shoot warning shots off to get everyone's attention about the Temper and the Sister Scissors page?
Oh, I thought it was muted. Let me read that, Pretzi. I didn't catch everything you said. Let's see. Scared to speak, felt she wasn't being heard. Trying to shoot warning shots off to get everyone's attention. Okay, is it someone that would like to come up because I don't want anyone to feel like they're not being heard.
No, she can't. It's Aurora. Remember what Aurora had me tell you?
Okay. Yes, Aurora has a lot of information. A lot of information.
Who?
Aurora, the goddess, has a lot of
Oh.
information, and I did not want to put her identity out because she wasn't comfortable. So apparently now she is, but she has a lot of information. And I'm glad that people are feeling comfortable enough to come forward because um, don't ever let anyone take your power. Ever. Ever.
Can I say something real quick, Sheena?
Yes.
I just wanted to say if you get blocked in this live, please don't message all the mods asking to get unblocked. Like that's something that's gonna have to be talked to with Sheena after the live. Like she's gonna have to want to know why you were blocked and stuff like that. Please don't message all the mods asking to get unblocked. It's crazy.
Look, I realize there's people that's going to come in here that some of us have had issues with in the past or whatever. But if they're willing to come in and listen, I think they need to. As long as they're not acting crazy in the comments, let them stay. I'm fine with that for now.
I mean, I don't know why they got blocked, but they're just messaging and asking me to tell you don't block them. But I know you don't have time for that. Like we're trying to do something here, so it's just it'll be taken care of after the live. I guess that's all I can say.
I don't know. I have people tell me I got blocked. I didn't say anything. I came in, or I came in, I said hi, I didn't say a word. I don't know because sometimes I'm not paying attention. But let them listen. If they're not going to act crazy in the comments, that's no problem with me tonight because I think this is important. I think there's a big ass problem here in this community that needs some attention.
Well, do you want me to unblock the person that's asking? I don't know what to do.
Can you DM me who it is?
Yeah, I'll
Text
text
me.
you. I'll
Text me.
text you.
Yeah. You know, I have to trust my mods because they're looking out for me and have my best interests at heart. But I think in certain situations, you know, personal shit, let's put it to the side. Um, except for, like, there are some who have names that completely are disrespectful to some of my friends. I don't want you in here. If that's your name on your account, you can just keep going. I mean, that's different.
Also, Sheena, I got messages that they were over on the live saying that Wilson was on this panel and in this live. Can you confirm that Wilson was not here?
She was not here, but if she wanted to come, in this instance, I would have welcomed her to come because I think the whole charity thing in Dank's name was really fucked up. I think her line about being a nurse is really fucked up, but I also believe that Wilson knows a lot more than we think she does. And I would have been willing to hear it.
Who's Wilson?
Wilson was a girl that came along. And oh boy, let me give you the cliff notes, Ivory. She was in a friend group. They started catching her in lies that she was a nurse and this, that, and the other. Turns out they found out that was not true. So she asked if she could come on my panel, and I didn't know what was going on, and tell her side of the story, which she did. Well, you know, Bree's a fucking investigator. So is Sheena, a little bit here and there, you know what I mean? So, I mean, we figured out pretty quickly that she's not a nurse and a lot of things she was saying were not true. So, I still try to be kind. I feel like when someone goes to those links to lie, there's a problem there. I'm not a doctor, but something's going on. However, here comes Mimi riding in on her horse, gonna save Wilson because Wilson is a big gifter. One night, Wilson gifted me $300 in gifts. $300 in gifts, okay? So, Mimi comes in being her champion and her attorney and all this stuff. Well, you know that Dank Harley Quinn has passed away. And so yesterday, Wilson said that she donated $5,000 to a children's charity in Dank's name. So Mimi's on her live, got it all slapped up on the back, the certificate of donation and all that. Well, all that turns out not to be true. There was no donation to a children's charity and all that. And so Wildbird and Kai went slap the fuck off on Wilson for using Dank in that kind of fuckery, as they should have. But of course, Mimi throws Wilson right under the bus. And I know in my guts that Mimi had every bit of a hand in that shit. Because that's what she does. She's dirty, and then when the shit comes down to it, she'll throw somebody under the bus and try to walk away clean. So that's who Wilson
Oh,
is.
wow. Oh. Okay.
They run Wilson out of the community yesterday, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Can I
Pretty
ask
much.
why is everyone trying to be a nurse and pretending to be nurses up on the app?
She gave a fake nurse registration number. It come back to a different name. Then Mimi produces a nursing certificate, which you could tell
That's
plainly was
illegal.
fake.
That's criminal, literally.
It's a big old mess.
That's so funny. That's criminal.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is criminal. And the lady whose number and license she was using was pretty concerned. And she produced a letter saying she had worked at this place since they opened. Turns out during that time she was supposed to be working there, she was in prison for extortion. And the place had, Bree called the place and they had never heard of her. So Bree got crucified for calling her job, which was not her job because it was a lie. I mean, it was a big old mess. It was a big old bunch of fuckery.
I have a lot of it posted on my TikTok, Avery. But I ended up reporting her to the nursing board, which I got a call yesterday about that, and they're investigating it right now. But
That's
yeah,
a felony to pretend to
yeah,
be a nurse.
yeah, I know. But the nursing board is aware of it, and I'm hoping that the place she claims she worked at will take action against her.
Sorry, I'm driving, but Ivory, did they tell you not just a nurse? She said she was a hospice nurse, and she would come on and tell stories about patients she had lost, children.
Yes, every day.
Children hospice.
Every day she would tell us stories about children passing away, and it's like everything she said was a lie. Like every word that came from her mouth was a lie. It was really bad. And she still does it. So now she's going on and telling about all these injuries that she's gotten in the last couple weeks or months. And I'm questioning those because I don't believe a word that comes out of her mouth. So
And guess who became her attorney and champion? Just guess. I'm telling you, when there's fuckery afoot, Mimi can smell it,
I was about
man.
to say, in the famous words of Judy, it's messy Mimi the parasite.
There's Wilson's attorney, people. That's Wilson's attorney. Right there.
Wow. This shit up.
Forget that she was also Patsy's attorney. She was Autumn's attorney. Who else? Oh, she tried to be Katie Cake's
Pretzi's
attorney.
attorney.
She was everybody's. She comes and scoops in, sucks every penny she can get out of you, and then goes, "Whoa! I had no idea you were a liar. We told you, we told you, and then you called us liars." So she knows. She just takes every cent she can get and then moves on.
She was Ocean Cub's attorney. I think Cowboy Bear's attorney. Yeah. Yep.
If I get one thing from this, Shena, Sal's, you already know what I asked for. I'm gonna tell you right now, my husband's only giving me a few more minutes because I'm breaking down
Okay.
a lot. But I want the damn outro to this to be either Bree coming up on this panel dressed up as Mimi, or my outro better fucking be Mimi's Jerry Springer video.
Yes, you did.
Bree, are you gonna surprise us?
Brie owes you. Brie owes you. Also, I want to say, well, Lady and V and I were talking. Her husband was there and was backing up everything she's saying, because apparently he was being pulled into calls and stuff too. You know?
What? No, not just calls. If I did not answer in a timely manner, they would start texting and calling my husband, telling him, you need to put her on the phone. You need to get her on the phone. You need to tell her to call me. She needs to call us right now. 100%. So when I tell you guys, it's not just my information that they have, it's my husband's. They know every ounce of where I work. They know my birth. They know everything about me. And again,
Did you just say they called your husband if you didn't answer the phone?
yes, I damn well did just say that. And give me 1 second. Would you like to confirm for me?
Yeah, they did. I mean, if she didn't answer her phone, she would call my phone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 100%. Every single time. If I didn't answer, my husband got the messages. Those messages, that one that Shena showed, I called back so they didn't have to send it to my husband. 100%. I didn't answer. First thing my husband got was, you need to make sure she calls us. Well, what's going on? Well, is everything okay? Well, she needs to call. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It takes a lot to shock me, but y'all, I don't even know what to say right now.
That really is like gang, you know, someone just left a comment and said it was like, I done lost the daggone comment. Well, anyways, you know, wasn't Chewy in a gang or something? A gang mentality. Yeah, like, it's like he thinks he had complete control over you. And that's demented.
And if you
Yeah.
guys see, Elena's confirming it for me. Yo, I changed my number because of this. I changed everything I could. I had to go to my bosses yesterday. I had to go to my bosses and tell them all of this. I work with kids who have IDD. And this seriously could cost me to lose my job.
If Chewy and them try to do anything, Lady V, it will become criminal. Like, you have all of us that can back you up and witness for you. So they would be idiots to do that to you.
That's the reason why we need to come out and speak on it, because again, the more light that shine on them, the less damage that they can do in the fucking shadows. Supposedly no drama, my ass.
Sal's, all I can say is I'm sorry. And I am here for you, and I'm sorry it took me this long.
It's okay, girl. I'm happy you came forward. Same thing with Kretzy. I mean, even though she tried to send me a tracker link, whatever. The only people that I'm mad at is Anna. She is the one that gave them the freaking tools, and then Chewy and Rose are the others. Everybody else was just collateral damage for them.
And collateral damage. I know Pretzi knows the night I'm talking about. I know Coffee Queen and Sassy will know the night I'm talking about. But we were on Pretzi's panel. And Mimi legit sent me to go fucking live. Said that they were all gonna come over because anybody who knew I like to do music and trivia. And we used to have a blast. And I'd go live because Mimi was bored.
And people like Jen and Mandy would come to my panel, and she would just fucking start attacking.
And
Like,
all
you
of it was
guys
a
don't
setup,
understand how
right?
deep shit went.
All of that was a setup, right? Like they did that to set up Mandy and those people.
Betsy, please help me out with this one.
Correct. She wanted the panel set up so she could corner, I think it was try and corner Psychonic and Mandy, I believe, huh?
And Jen.
No, we didn't. She didn't want Jen that night. She got mad because
Oh
Jen
my
kept
god, say
coming.
that again. That night. That night.
Yeah, that night.
You know, I'm going to ask you something, Pretzi. If you want to answer, you can. If you don't know, that's okay too. But as far as Autumn goes, I I don't believe Autumn is honest. I believe that she's been caught in many untruths. However, I've always suspected that Mimi was behind all that. Is that true, or do you know it to be true? Do you not want to say? I mean, I told Autumn when I first reached out to her, you are running with the wrong crowd because Mimi's going to chew you up, and when she's done with you, she's going to spit you out. Try to tell her that was going to happen.
I told her from the start too. Um, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the gist of Autumn's side. From what I'm told, I'm sure, like I've told you, um, I believe that there is something that happened, and I feel that it should remain in private, as in the family. I've told you that numerous times, and that
Okay.
um, I feel that she was trying to get her word out, but with Mimi was rage baiting on purpose to pull certain people. For example, Royi, to bait him to think that he was playing or just, having fun trolling or whatever. And I honestly feel and still feel, I said it from the start, I told Rogi, watch out, she's coming for you. She gassed that situation up a little bit, I think. What happened, but I know
Oh.
that she tried to use it as ammunition, like I said, and she would demand to come to the panel, and Rogi has admitted he did go to the panel a couple of times because he was scared as well for what she was saying. And I kept telling him, don't go on the panel. She's just going to piss you off on purpose. She's going to use this as leverage. Don't let her take control of you.
I did see a message that someone said to Mimi, Rogi's asking that you not put his pics out, something like that. And she was like, well, I will if he'll come to the panel and say that this video exists. I believe the headboard video. And then, when I put Autumn's picture out, Mimi was running around tooting the big horn about how I'm going to jail and I'm catching charges. And that's why I said, if I am, you are too, because I have proof where Mimi not only was sent Rogi's private pictures, but she was also passing them to other people. So if you don't have permission to show a picture and you're doing that, how are you going to sit and tell someone else they're going to catch charges for it when you're doing the same damn thing? And I have that proof in my phone.
So do I, and I haven't shown it for protection.
Yeah, I don't I don't want to keep dragging that situation out. I think that was hard for both parties, um, Autumn and Rogie, and I just didn't want to keep dragging it out, you know. But I'm just saying, Mimi's involved in a lot of dirty shit, people. And if you didn't pay attention to yesterday, the whole Wilson thing, and today, my God, today, her exploiting Dank and Dank's memory to go at Pretzi. To go at Pretzi. That was the only reason she did it. Pretzi was saying she was going to put up a GoFundMe yesterday, and Dank, dude, you didn't have to do that because Dank's friends are hurting. Dank has a family that has asked for space. You didn't have to do that just to go at Pretzi, to try to discredit Pretzi, and then try to say me and Pretzi are friends and we're in cahoots and shit. Like, dude, if y'all didn't see that today for what it was worth, I can't help you. And I probably don't want to.
Also, remember, Wilson, what she does it for attention and sympathy for herself. And she wanted to make yesterday about her, and Mimi did too.
Oh, yeah. Mimi was running around the app. Morbid was up on Keisha's panel, and I don't care if you like Morbid or not. I could tell he was affected because, you know, Dank had been coming on his panel for almost a couple of years. I remember that old little crew they had. It was Dank, Nicole, Starlight, Haiti, Apple Charlotte, sometimes Quiche. They would all every night hang out up there together. So of course he's going to be affected. And what he did for Dank, I thought was so cool. Played clips to honor her memory. Anyway, he's up on Keisha's panel as part of the old crew, hanging together in her memory. And here she busts in the comments, well, I'm leaving and I'll come back when people who actually care are here. Dude, who are you? You're the outsider, not Morbid in that situation. And you're running around trying to exploit a situation for your own gain. And I felt bad for her friends because, like I said before, half Dank's friends, I don't like and they don't like me, but I still wanted to respect the fact that they were hurting no matter what, you know, and Wildbird and Kai should never have had to go up on Mimi's panel and lower the boom on that shit. It was disgusting. Today on Case's panel, it was disgusting. Just was.
Yeah, and
I
I
don't
don't
want to.
agree with they shutting people out or saying Morbid had no right. It doesn't matter if you don't get along or you don't like each other. Dank was part of our everyday lives. Everyone is going to grieve it. Everyone's going to grieve it in a different way.
Do you guys mind if I say something real quick before I log off?
Yeah.
Because I'm fucked up right now.
Yeah, you don't need to be. You're okay. You are okay. Just breathe. I'm telling you, what you've done is brought awareness to the situation and people are watching. And if Mimi's smart, she won't prove you right. But Mimi's not smart. We already know that. But I'm saying people are watching. And I hope they hold her feet to the fire if she tries to go after you in real life in any way.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I know I will. I know we will.
No, it's gonna happen. I already know. But I wanted to say to Coffee, and Sassy, and Quad, I wanted to tell them I'm very sorry, you guys. I ran away. I didn't defend myself, and I didn't say a word. And I'm sorry. And I apologize for every ounce of it. I thought if I left the app that it would stop. I figured I was the only one being used, and if I left, it would stop with me. And it didn't.
And I don't. This is taking more than I thought it would. I'm so sorry. All I could tell y'all is I guarantee you there's gonna be some shit that just once again makes my name mud. And I will answer everything I can. But I think if anyone can understand, I think I'm done for the night on answering anything.
Go take a
Yeah.
break and hang out with
It's
your
okay.
husband, relax. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. We're always here for you, okay? And we appreciate
Yeah.
you coming out.
Yeah. You did the right thing, and it took courage. And I know everybody appreciates that. Just go chill for the night, take a break and breathe. And, just remember, I told you, we're not going to let you just be left out in the cold, okay?
And the hard
You're,
part is
you're
over.
going to
You
be
know, my
okay.
husband. My,
Go
my
ahead,
husband
Ivory. I'm
said,
sorry.
I was just saying, you did the hard part. The hard part's done and over.
Yeah.
So go rest and thank you for coming out with this. I think people needed to know this. So,
That's what I keep telling you. We're at the
mhm.
top of the hill.
And Lady V, if anybody, if you hear of anything at all happening regarding you, let us know. Multiple of us. Let us know and we can help.
You know, the first thing Mimi said when she mentioned my name is, oh, she'd call me and she ran all the conversation. To anyone who's been on panel with me, Pretzi, anybody, did I even ever run my own fucking panel?
No.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. I gotta drop. I'm
It's,
so sorry.
it's okay. Just take this with you in your mind. People can only have power over you if you give it. Don't ever give it. I think you took it tonight. You took it back. All right? Yeah, go get you a break, girl. It's okay.
Sheena, I was told that something Wilson is telling people is that you and Bree have now been served.
Served with what?
I guess court papers. She said the same exact thing about Katie, Cy, multiple of us, and we're like, no, it doesn't exist.
Don't don't see nothing left on the porch while I was gone or anything.
Ice cream she said, yeah, I was gonna say, was it an icy? Was it some freezer ice?
I'm not sure what we would be served with. I'm not sure what we did to Wilson, but whatever.
Right?
You can't
That's how
engage.
die.
You can't engage in lies and fuckery and dishonesty and think you've got some legal leg to stand on because somebody calls you out on it. Like, people with the legal shit need to stop. You're speaking to someone who is highly educated in the criminal justice system. I don't know everything. I'm not a lawyer, but for the most part, I know when shit's fuckery and when it's not. And I haven't been served with anything. And if I ever do, I'll let you know.
Well, apparently Wilson told someone that the whole reason me, Cy, Mandy got into our argument was because Wilson, that we had gotten the papers of her serving us and it caused an argument. And that's not at all what happened. It had nothing to do. I think Wilson is more obsessed. Like, she's completely obsessed with watching. I've heard all of our lives all day long, recording, screenshotting everything. Like, that's wild. And yeah, I don't think I've actively sought out one of Wilson's lives ever.
Mimi messaged me Monday night. No, excuse me. Was it Monday night? I think it was Monday night. Anyway, at like 8 at night and says, I don't appreciate you inciting violence against me, and I'm at the police station right now. And I'm like, what the fuck ever, dude? Like, you do you. And she blocked me. Like, ain't nobody inciting violence against you, you crazy kook.
Okay, before I forget, did you get a snowball while you was there?
Yes.
Is it the same ice?
No.
And so you don't like Freonless?
It's like, I'd rather have my freezer ice. We'll just put it that way. I ended up giving it to Brie. It was like a weird kind of slushy with whipped cream on top, with whipped cream on top being completely weird as it is. So I ate the whipped cream off the top, but I don't know. It just, I mean, a snowball, a snow cone in Tennessee is a ball of ice with like flavor squeezed on it, in a triangular kind of cup thing. Like, this was just
They
weird. I
do
don't even know how to describe it.
they do
Would
their
Just when
I,
I
own
think,
thing.
would
just when
I,
I think I'm in the company of normal people, you're talking about freezer ice and whipped cream.
well, for those on the panel who don't know, one of my people, Foxy, bought me and shipped to my house a small freezer so that I could have freezer ice any time of the day or night I want to. Freezer frost. Instead of having to go up to Gary's to scrape his freezer and eat it. So, and that's what I was just doing before I went live too. Yeah, yeah.
So someone's calling me. I'll be back.
I just wanted to say something that I forgot before I lay down to try to sleep. Sheena reminded me a few steps back here when she was talking about disgracing Dank. And don't everybody on that side get your panties in a wad, because I'm not talking about everybody. Those people will know who they are, but it's weighing on my heart and on my mind. But I think it is absolutely disgusting for all you people to play up your sadness and just sit there and watch the clock tick till 5 to 6 a.m. this morning when y'all could start replaying Sheena's live and talking about festering. You didn't waste any fucking time. That
Yep.
is sickening. I was up at 4:30 a.m. So
Yeah.
I know when it started, and that is absolutely disgusting, and you people who know who you are should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves. Thank you, Sheena. That's the last thing I had to say.
You're welcome. I thought that as well. I didn't say it because I don't want to give them any fodder or material to disrespect Dank any further. And I was sitting and thinking, if her own people that call themselves friends can't do that for her, maybe I'm going to have to. But I thought, no, that's a situation that I feel like I would be intruding upon, even though Dank and I talked for a little over a year privately in DMs. But I still am not going to claim I was one of her best friends. So I feel like there's certain lines I don't want to cross because I know her friends and family are hurting, but that really disgusted me. You're up there spewing all these lies and trying to make Fez look like somebody they're not. And abusing her on a panel. Abusing her on a panel. And then when I go up to try to get her off of there, I keep getting dropped and muted, and everybody thinks that's real cute. And your friend passed away, and this is what you people are doing today, talking about what Fez said last night, when we know Fez is not in a good place mentally. Like, pretty disgusting to me. I know my friends would have never allowed it to happen. I know I'm where I need to be and with who I need to be with. This group right here get such a bad rap, but would never allow some of the things that happen on this app to happen in our group. And yeah, I thought it was pretty disgusting that you couldn't even wait, like she said, 24 hours. Couldn't even do that before you had to go engaging in fuckery and messing with someone who is struggling mentally with wanting to harm themselves. That's what you did. That's what you people did. Yeah.
That's my biggest pet peeve on this app is I don't care how much you don't like someone or disagree, but leaving comments and like down in section 8 for someone to off their self is absolutely insane and disgusting. You don't know people's struggles or what they're going through, and you don't know what your comments could trigger.
I feel like they're always wanting a get back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that happened with Sal's, and I just feel like they was waiting for that next opportunity for a get back. But I could be wrong.
Well, it's like, let me read that, Jessica. Knowing what someone's going through and them saying, I'm struggling here, that they've tried to unalive themselves before, and knowing they're not in a
Hmm.
good place, you did trigger Festering. That's why Festering said what she said last night. She was triggered. Not making it okay. That's not okay to say. And I tried to handle that the best I could. But Fez needs support right now and comfort and people to rally around her. And they sat on that panel abusing her. Them, I'm sorry for the pronouns, abusing them. And I can't get over Keisha allowing it, and it was her panel. That blows my mind still. The others I expected out of them, but abusing her, emotionally abusing her, them. Um,
I
yeah.
mean, I hate to put it like this, but what if they woke up tomorrow and Fez wasn't here? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would they feel about themselves then?
They don't
They
care.
don't care. That's what Terry was trying to tell Fez when Fez was so upset about
And that's
Puffy
sad.
telling me to unalive myself and all that. Ryder was telling her, dude, they don't care. They don't care. They say it to all the time. Puffy says that all the time to people. She told Crystal, I hope that you get married again so that you can become a widow again. Like, she doesn't
See,
care.
and that's not. Why does she think that's so much different? Like she claimed this morning, like, oh, it's no, but it's different for me to say stuff like that. It's not the same as threatening violence or physical violence. Like, why does she think that? I just don't understand. Like, it's no different, girl. Get it together, girl. Get it together.
I have the screenshots where Puffy said, um, for me to unalive myself, and she would wait at the bottom of the cliff for me. Um, but wanted to sit up there and mock and abuse Festering for being in an emotionally fragile state. And then you got Fatso Punch up there. Sorry, Punch, you're fat. Saying, I don't think asking for your dad's birthday. Me. Dude, I was there and Puffy was doing it because Fez is in grief over losing her dad, you dumbass. You weren't there. So stop it. You weren't
Yeah,
there.
Even admitted to no that being absent.
she acted like it was just like an innocent question, like, oh, casually saying, oh, well, when was your dad's birthday? Like that's how she was saying it. That's why she was putting it this morning in Keisha's panel, and they kept asking me, like, what are you gonna do about it? Where's the outrage? Are you gonna hold a live later? And I was like, dude, I just found out about this. Like, shut up. But no, Puffy, no, the shit you say, come on. Mm-mm.
I wasn't. I didn't get any outrage anytime Puffy said it to me, so no, you're not getting any. But I wasn't
No.
outraged at Fez. I was I panicked because I know that's not them. I know they don't have a mean bone in their body. I knew they were upset. I knew they were triggered. So I went to two people that I know they are very close to and said, I don't think Fez is okay. They're on my panel and they need help. And so Aubrey Strawberry told me how to handle it. We wanted to get them off the panel to a safe space where we could have conversations. Festering's family is worried about them right now. Their closest friends are worried about them. I'm worried about them. We all are. And instead of realizing this, like if it were me, I would be like, I know Fez didn't mean that. Fez is in a very dark place right now. But no, 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 no. Puffy takes her lard ass up on the panel, mocking it. I want some outrage now, even though Puffy admitted, because I was reading the transcript, the clips on my page, admits that she did it to poke at Festering.
Well, that's
She
what
finally
Robin.
admitted it. Finally admitted it and was like, yeah, well, I did do it. Yeah, bitch, we know that. So I'm
Well,
saying these people are using for fodder and entertainment a very serious situation. And anybody in this situation needs a little understanding, love, kindness, and grace. But they're not going to do this to Festering. They're not going to push them to the point of harming themselves. I will be damned if that will happen.
well, that's
It
what Robin
stops
Farmer just said.
tonight.
Robin Farmer just said, "Well, that's BS because yesterday Puffy said she knew what she was doing by asking Fez his birthday. Now she's changing it up. WTF? Wow,
Well,
Puff. Wow.
I don't know
Like I ain't
anything.
never liked her, but wow.
I don't know anything about that, but I just want to say before I jump down, thanks for the invite. Thanks for the outlet panel. If you like me, you like me. You don't, you don't. I don't care. Um, Other than that, any questions, I answer them as best as I can. I am protecting certain people and aspects because there's people that's not even on this app that would be affected by it.
Yes.
People can stop bullying Autumn, uh, even if there is a video or not. It's not going to be released. No more information is going to be released. There is a
There's not a
mutual.
video.
I said both ways, okay, but nothing else is going to be released on it. They have a mutual agreement.
Yeah, there's no video to be released. Let me make that clear. But I agree. It all needs to be dropped. It's done, and let's move on from it.
Right. Anybody needs a safe space I can offer you. You good?
Yeah, Pretzi, I just wanted to say thank you for apologizing. I hope that we can move forward and not fight anymore. I'm so
Yeah.
it's enough, right? It's enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tired of it. So good truce. Are we good?
Yeah, just due
Okay.
diligence next time. You did have my grandkids.
No,
So
I took that live from the live replay page. So
I know. It's just
okay, but
this.
I did as soon as she told me I did take it
I know,
down.
and I told everybody it was taken care of in private, and
Well,
that's how it. Yeah.
can you take down my picture with my city on it?
You put your city. It's in the.
Man, we just called a truce.
I'll
Pretzi.
take it down.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
anyone needs a safe space or an ear, I'm here. If Fest needs me, please let them know that I'm here as well. There's resources. They don't have to remain in a dark spot. Don't let anybody bully you to a dark spot. Don't let them take your power. Gaslighting is real, and they can fuck your brain up. Other than that, The only thing I could say about Mimi, as long as y'all panel and listen to the bullshit, she's gonna be there. That night she did the Grifton party for Autumn. If you pull the numbers, she made $400. Autumn made 22 that night, and that was just that night. So, and this $100 gift that Mimi claims she gave me, I have text messages where she said, "Oh shit, that belonged to Susan. Just hold on to it, and you'll gift it back to me when I say, like when Morbid's on panel." And I was like, okay. And then I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to pay it forward. So my friend just buried his mom and aunt the same week, and I went and gifted it to him. So always remember, it costs nothing to be kind. Pay it forward. Peace.
Anyway,
How's everybody doing? How's it going?
It's going good.
how you doing? Marketing.
God, this place can be so lovely and it can also be so terrible. Can y'all believe, like, we just found out, what, 2 days ago, that like somebody that's been in this community from like the start passed away, and people are just, I don't know. I don't know, man. This place has the worst of humanity, but also the best.
You
That's
know,
usually
I was never really like I never was friends with Dank, and the only thing that I ever had an interaction with Dank was she always told me that she'd like to hear me talk. I guess my southern accent, I don't know. But I couldn't even watch the stuff that was going on yesterday as far as the lives and stuff about her. And I didn't even know her. So I'm like, how can these people that know her and was friends with her for these do this shit? Like, I don't understand it. Like, I just don't.
no. And yeah, no, I didn't. I don't know. I'm not going to speak on it because they're going to twist it, whatever. But um, yeah, everybody should grieve her whatever way you see fit. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not entitled to. I mean, regardless, she was here for, if you got along or not. She was here. She was part of us. Like it or not.
I
We're in
think
the
everybody
community
lost.
together.
She was a member of this community as a whole.
Correct.
Um,
Right.
she was friends with people on both sides, whether she was friends with them when she passed away or not. She had been friends with people on both sides, and nobody should be able to tell anybody that they can't speak on her, grieve on her. That's not their choice. Sorry, it's just not.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't like somebody using someone's passing as a reason to like bully or ostracize people. Like, that now is not the time. Let's all just
Mm,
respectfully um honor her and her life. And may Dank, yeah, rest in peace. I still haven't, it hasn't set in all the way.
yeah.
Yeah, we are not promised tomorrow. We need to be kind and also protect ourselves from the crazy fuckery.
Well, on a brighter note, you're a beautiful girl.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
you
Yeah,
pretty girl.
6'7", 6".
I wanted to hold it real quick, pull something. Can someone Jesus. Can someone cut the comments off? Do you mind to do that? I need to learn how to do that. Thank you. Okay, now I want you to understand.
Gina, don't show that other photo that I sent. Just kidding. Just kidding. Never mind. Joke.
The one of you nude, I won't, I swear.
Yeah, my pretzel pose. Don't show that one.
No nudes here. All right, let me see. All right. I want you guys to see this to understand what Fez was so upset about. Ryder was not jazzing festering up. She wasn't baiting festering. Fez was actually defending me. And that's what
Hi,
started it. So,
it's me.
hey,
I
there
was
you are.
defending Shena.
I don't want to trigger you, Fez. I want to show
It's
some
fine.
screenshots from Puff.
The only reason it triggered me was I thought about your sons. You know, we call him Staff. We love him. He's the best.
Now, this is about Crystal, and because Crystal's a widow, okay? Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Eat my ass. I find it hilarious. You try so hard to be offended by everything. In fact, I hope you get married again just to become a widow times two. That is
She's
from
a bitch.
Puffy to Crystal, okay?
Puffy's a whole ass bitch.
Now, let's check this out, okay? Unalive yourself, Shena. Clip it, screenshot. Let the whole world know. Where's the outrage? Actually, I didn't tell Shena to drop dead. I told her to unalive herself.
See? This is what triggered me.
Fucking
I'm sorry.
awful.
It wasn't.
I know.
Fucking
It
awful.
wasn't like Sheena. I already know that you always say, "Oh, I got restricted." Isn't that beautiful?
Okay, here's the
But the
next.
difference is that she told you to do it yourself. She didn't threaten to do it to
Sheena,
you.
in my opinion, it's not about you passing. Like that would suck. That if you pass, but it's about Staff. What would he do? We couldn't get shampoo and pizzas anymore.
That's what something.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I
Okay,
mean? Though,
here's the next one,
happen?
y'all. Here's the next.
All right, we're gonna look at the next one.
Puffy says to me, "Jump off a cliff. I'll wait at the bottom for you," and does an emoji of a cliff. Okay.
She's a cunt.
That was nice. She tagged everyone in it. That was nice.
I'm really sorry, but I don't mean to use bad words
Okay, here
on
we
him.
go.
But Puffy is actually a cunt.
Can this bitch unalive already? Good Lord, you're annoying. So see, this is what was being said to me that upset Festering. So Puffy can set her fat lard ass up there and lie all she wants.
It wasn't just
she
about
knew
that, Sheena.
that she was triggering Fez. She knew that.
My dad just passed, and then
I
they
know.
were bringing up like like what
I
you're
know.
going through, and I thought about your son. I thought about your kids. I thought about everything that all of that loss brings. And so yeah, I went the fuck off. I did. And I'm sorry for it. But it was a
And any of them would have went the fuck off if we were saying that to them.
It was
if we were saying that to Puffy, or if we were saying that to Tish or anybody over there.
Yep.
They would go the fuck off just the same.
It was a moment, though. It was a moment. Like,
Right.
it was like, what, 1-2 hours of me going off? Like, yeah, it was a moment. Because I couldn't stand that you would actually wish it on somebody and make all of their loved ones, all of the people that depend on them, all of the people that fucking love them, put them in that position. Do you know how that feels to be in that position?
Well, they were acting like you just last night came out of the gate. Now you understand, Fez. I'm not okay with what you said last night. I'm not okay.
I don't even remember what I said
understand.
last night.
I understand you are not in a good place right now, and I know
I'm
you
never
better.
in a good place right now.
I know you would never harm anyone, but
was it about fighting?
It's not okay, and I told you that last night. But yes, you were being poked at and provoked when you had plainly said, "I am in grief and I'm in a bad place." That's what happened.
I'm in a very bad place. Like, I don't want to take anything. I want to say this too, real quick. Rest in peace, Dink. I can't even believe that this is real. I can't believe that you're gone. I can't believe any of it. Like, it's just unreal to me. And it hurts. But if you're gonna make or mock my dad, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna get pretty ugly about it. Like I am. I grew up where I grew up. Do you know what my brother used to tell me? My brother used to tell me, if you don't win this fight, I'm gonna fuck you up. And he was 6'4". I'm 5'1.5". So I'd be like, oh shit, I gotta fuck up the girl. You know, like, but okay. So that was a little story to tell. And I hope you guys all use it against me. That's fine.
I was going to tell you what they've been telling me for the last week, which was don't poke the bear. But I don't know if you're the bear or if Puffy's the bear.
I'm the fucking bear.
You're the bear. Okay, so
Keep on
Puffy's
poking
the
this
poker.
fucking bear.
Puffy's
Keep
the
on
poker.
poking it. Keep on poking it. Because then you're going to
No,
learn.
we're not gonna do
I
that. We're not
showed
gonna
her
do
my whole house. I showed her my whole face.
that.
And I
Okay, we're not
want
going to
her.
start this over again. How are you doing today, though? You sound a lot better.
Yeah, I was happy to see you on a panel laughing a little while ago. It made me so happy.
I'm still mad, obviously. I'm still
Well, that's
mad.
okay.
Like, you don't mock my dad. If you mock my dad one more goddamn time, puppy, you're gonna get it.
You're not. You're not
I have people
alone here,
coming after
Fez.
you on no. It's not gonna be
Fez.
no, hold on. It's not gonna be a hurtful thing. You're gonna be dropped on so many freaking pages.
No, Fez, no.
Yes, she will.
No.
Yes, she will. Till she's
No.
like 99 years old, she's gonna be trolled till that long, which is sad.
No. Oh. I love you, Fez. Oh, goodness.
Oh, Jesus.
Did they
Please don't
drop?
tell me Allison's here. No, not tonight, Allison. I'm not going to argue about breaking Benjamin tonight. Oh, Fez, guess what? Guess what?
What? You guys
Last
disconnected me. That was not nice.
I don't think anybody
Okay,
I don't know.
fine, Sally's. I'll stop. But you know it's gonna happen.
Listen, guess what happened, Fez? Last
What?
night, I don't know if you remember, I was talking about my Day of the Dead collection and my Ravens, and how I always wanted the book The Raven, but it was like too expensive. I was like too cheap to buy it, blah blah blah. I think it was Called to Serve. Looked it up and messaged me and was like, bitch, that book is like $8 at Amazon. I'm like, what?
So did you get it?
I got it today. I ordered it yesterday. I got
Will you
it
show
today.
it?
I've got The Raven by Edgar Allan fucking Poe, baby.
Yeah, the fucking Edgar Allan Poe, bitch. Show it. You need to show it,
Give me
Shena.
1 second.
All
I'll
right.
get my lazy ass up and go in the house and get it. But then I saw Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and I'm like, oh fuck, now I want them too. Damn it.
You better get it. You better get the Frankenstein book.
You know what's really crazy? We had to read Frankenstein in one of my classes. Was it in my master's degree? Anyway, I took
Whatever. Mary Shelley
English.
is awesome. So
I took yes, I
show
took
me a picture.
I took English literature as an elective, and so Mary Shelley was at a dinner one night, and they were trying to see who could come up, just make up the best story. And if you read Frankenstein, because we had to, it's not like the movies. Like the ending is so
I love you, Planty.
different than what you see in the movies. It's really wild.
And I'm really sorry, Carol, for what I went off on you, because that was a moment, and I'm really sorry for what I said to you. Like I'm actually really sorry.
I would show you my collection, but it's kind of dusty. It needs to be dusted.
But I do think your nutcrackers are kind of creepy, you know.
Oh, I love my nutcrackers.
No, it's not like my stuff. Like my stuff is like dead things and articulated skeletons. But I think for some reason the nutcrackers, they're actually creepier.
Oh,
Because
they're awesome. My nutcrackers are awesome.
No,
I was just
I don't think they are.
I was just coming up to remind you. You don't have to keep apologizing to me. It's okay. Like
No, Carol,
we're
I'm
good.
so sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, we're good. I promise.
I know that we're good, but I'm still so sorry. You have to know that. Okay?
Hey. Like I understood. Like I really did understand, and it's
And I
okay. And I
still
didn't
think you
ever.
were eating chips and you lied to
I
me.
wasn't eating chips.
Yes, you were.
Y'all, I wasn't eating chips. I
She
promise.
was she was eating chips.
I am jumping down. I only came up to say that,
Okay,
but
but
my
I
bad.
still love you and I'm very sorry for what I said.
I love you
But she
too.
was
It's
still
okay.
eating chips.
Larry, now I'm totally pissed at you. I'm not even going to talk to you for 2
You
minutes.
can never what? Sheena? I'm gonna hurt you. You can never say that to Larry.
Larry has Nightmare Before Christmas nutcrackers.
Well, that's fine to have those, but your nutcrackers are creepy.
I want them, Larry.
Then you should have those instead of your creepy nutcrackers. They're creepy.
No, I tell you what a creepy nutcracker is. I looked up Elvis because
Did you have an
Just
Elvis
Katie,
nutcracker?
Just Katie loves Elvis. That Elvis nutcracker looked like it had been fucked
No.
up
Why would
in
you
a
even have
fight.
an Elvis nutcracker? That's weird.
It was awful. It was horrible. I was like, damn, Elvis, what happened to you?
What happened? You can't. But Sheena, how many nutcrackers do you have?
I have about 150.
You're kidding.
No.
Yeah, 150.
Ish, yeah.
Do you know that? Do you know that we can make a horror movie about this?
You know what my pride and joy are? My pride and joy are like I've got plenty of soldiers, but my pride and joy are the rare ones. Like I have a gay pride nutcracker. He's got little purple boots and he's got little feathers on. He's got a little feather on his hat. He's got a gay pride flag.
I
I've
can't
got
anymore. I'm
Bob
sorry. I'm
Ross.
done.
I've got a Bob
I'm
Ross
done.
nutcracker.
I'm
I've
done
got
smiling now.
I've got Alabama Crimson Tide for my daddy. I've got Tennessee Vols for Tennessee.
You have 150 where do you keep all these nutcrackers?
And like I have a pirate. He's got a parrot on his shoulder. He's got a peg leg and like a
That's
chest of
healthy.
booty. It's like I love the rare ones that I have.
Hold on. So you like actually have 150 of them?
Gnomes are creepy to me.
Where do they go? Where do
No
they go?
gnomes.
Because you said you only put them out during holiday times.
Yeah, they come out at
So
Christmas
where
time.
are they when they're not in holiday time?
Oh, I also have a Louisiana nutcracker. He's got a little fleur de lis he's holding and got the Mardi Gras colors. I got
love
that when I was in New
so
Orleans.
I actually have antique fleur stuff. But anyways, where do you keep them?
They're packed up in totes until November, and I pull them out.
Those poor things. They just want to be out and being weirdos.
I have a 6 foot tall one.
You have a 6 foot tall nutcracker?
Yeah,
Was
his.
just coming on to tell you that, Sheena. I wish we lived closer. My neighbor is selling, if she still has it, a 6 foot nutcracker that plugs in and plays.
His
And I
buttons
got it,
light
and I
up.
kept forgetting to tell you.
fucking Cajun Navy Jen has one named Carlos that I
Oh, we don't
want
even want to talk
so
about
bad.
Cajun Navy Jan stuff that she has.
Well,
You want
she
to
has
know
a
what
nutcracker
Cajun? Do
that
you
I
know what
want
CNJ
bad.
has? I'm gonna announce it now. She has racist things on her stuff, like racist. And
What?
then she made a story up and said that her babysitter or something
What?
uh, gave them to her.
I don't know about all that.
They're racist figurines, dude. Like they
What?
are like racist figurines.
I hadn't heard about
Well,
any
I
of
guess that
that.
was okay. No, they're racist as hell. What the fuck?
Really?
Yes. Okay, so this is when me and Rez were still like buddy. But she had these figurines out, and so we were calling her out. And she said, "No, no, no, my gave them to me." And I was like, "No, no one gave you racist figurines, you dummy! Like, don't be dumb. Stop being dumb. Just admit that you have racist figurines." And she still puts them out, dude. Every Christmas, she still puts them out. She's a racist.
I don't know anything about that.
Well,
I've never heard
I
that.
will find the proofs because I don't take screenshots and do all this bullshit that other people do. But I will find it from people that I know.
I mean, like when you say figurines, are we talking like lawn jockeys or?
They're like dolls. They're dolls. They're racist dolls. And
Huh.
anybody that knows anything about being racist in the past, you know that is racist. Like you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't.
I hate to
Just
put
like
that out
just
there
like
if
that
it's not
one
true,
restaurant.
though, you
What
know.
was that one restaurant called? There was a restaurant that was called, and it was a racist restaurant, and everybody
What?
was going there. There was a racist restaurant. God damn it! I need to find what the fuck it was. Those are
What the
like
hell?
it's kind of like little.
Racist restaurant.
Yes, it was about it was bad, but they kept going there until it got shut down because it was racist. But basically, her dolls look like that, and I
Speaking of
called her out.
racist, okay, today, let me take my filter off where you can see this reaction.
All right, let's see the reaction.
Today, Pancake sitting up on a panel saying, well, we shouldn't go after people for their DV and things. Wait, what did you do to Lindsay, Pancakes? You went and found her abuser. You pulled him, put up a big,
How could you
post on your
find
page
somebody's
about how he's
abuser, you weirdo?
vindicated. Some people paneled his ass. I guess we have amnesia. We're a amnesiac racist now,
Fuck,
Pancakes.
now I'm gonna have to find the restaurant. Hold on.
Yes, Casey. Casey, yes. Okay. Okay.
Guys,
Let
have
me
you
scroll back up. Scroll back up.
Oh, Fez is on coffee cup.
Jespiracy, what the hell are you doing?
Being an asshole.
I had to call Jespiracy a puta last night.
She is one.
I think Sheena, you and I, we're gonna go on a puta rampage. And Bendeja.
Let me check DMs because I'm not seeing something here.
So
Yeah,
I didn't find
Jespiracy was
it.
over there
So
participating and then showing
we're
my
going on a
photo.
puta rampage and a Bendeja rampage too as well.
Rampage. Have you seen any threes? Did you look for threes?
I always see threes, which I hate seeing numbers and like people always are like, it's good luck. I don't think
No,
it
I know.
is.
Remember I told you about Dank.
I miss Dink.
I know. I'm saying, have you looked for threes?
I don't even think that this has happened. Like, I am still in denial.
I know, me too. I'm sorry.
Like, I don't even think it's real.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to like.
No, it's fine, Sals.
I just wanted to see if you saw any signs of her or your dad.
I'm seeing signs of nothing because I just sleep all day now. Because
well, that's not true. You're here with us now.
Yeah, now.
Just seriously, our problem with you is that you're very two-faced and you're not very nice. And
Conspiracy, I've seen you in a lot of issues. Like, I don't know exactly what you've done, but I've seen you in a lot of issues.
Okay.
So, I don't know what your issue is.
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
care.
Jesus Christ. Casey, where are you? Casey?
Oh, God. You okay, Sheena?
Not really. Casey,
No.
what I need to do? Tell me what to do. Do I need to shut down?
You need to eat some popsicles.
Yeah. I'm Casey, what I need to do?
You ain't shutting down, Sheena. Do you hear me, Sheena? You're not shutting down.
Casey, do I need to end the live?
You know who has been the kindest to me in this whole thing? Is Dreamer. Dreamer asks me every day if I've ate. Dreamer is amazing.
Sheena, what's wrong?
Sheena, don't shut down.
Should I say, Casey? Should I not? I don't know what's the best move here.
Don't shut down, Sheena.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What happened?
So many people
are we talking?
with this goddamn
Are we talking the? Casey, let me DM you real quick, please.
See how fucked up people are? They're fucked up. Like that. They're just fucked up people.
Yeah, I've heard it fucked up all day on this app. Starting with cooks in my voice.
It's not that they're just like being funny, ha 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 ha, joking. They're fucked up.
Downright nasty people.
Yep.
You're scaring us, Sheena.
Sheena, are you okay?
I hope she's okay. I mean, we're fucked up. I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but I know I'm fucked up. But I don't think I'm fucked up.
I'm fucked up too because I'm fucking like you push me to the fucking limit. I'm gonna fucking release what I've been raised on.
I think you're on mute, Sheena.
Keisha's going off. Okay, listen.
Keisha can suck a dick.
Dank's mother posted, if I find out who gave my daughter